Yes, get those likes up. Thank you, Indigo. How you doing? Hey, Open 642. I'm right on time, ain't I? So yeah, this is part two of the Pisces live stream. I told y'all I'd be back. So I'm looking forward to getting into part two. And hopefully DSIs will show up in here because I watched the replay this morning and I noticed that I missed her super chat. So I'm gonna try to do her super chat early on in this live stream. Hopefully she'll show up soon. So I apologize, DS. Um, that was towards the end of the live stream. I think I just wasn't paying attention to the chat. Hey, Abu, thank you so much for just showing love. Thank you so much. That's very much appreciated. Hey, Grace. Hey, Oro. Hey, Golden Owl. We got the Diggable Planets up in the house. Yes. La, 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 la. I was grooving to that song by Joe, All the Things Your Man Won't Do, because I was putting together a little Pisces soundtrack and that song came to mind. And I was like, yeah, that's a real Pisces song. So I'm going to break that down for y'all, as well as some other songs that are very much dealing with Pisces. So I got a little soundtrack for y'all tonight. But yeah, I forgot how good that song is. Baby, I wanna do all of the things your man won't do. Oh, I can't hit his notes, but oh my God, I was grooving to that. I'll do them for you. One of the things I'll say about that song already that I forgot to mention last night, Pisces men, not all, but quite a bit of them, don't mind taking a woman away from her man. So y'all men out there that are slipping up, a lot of times a Pisces man going to swoop in and try to take your girl from up underneath you. So you gotta keep your game tight because in that song, all the things your man won't do, that's like the epitome of a Pisces man running game to a chick that's going through shit with her boyfriend. So I will be breaking down the lyrics a little bit later. Let me see. Is DSI's in here yet? We got Undercover Astrology up in here. Hey, Siobhan. So Joe is still one of your favorites, Siobhan? Yeah, that's the shit. Remember that song? It was in Don't Be a Menace. He was like, I hear you here, he got you on lockdown, but I got the master key. That's very Pisces. Trying to act like he gonna rescue her. He even said, show me to the subway, I'll go down. Real slick ass lyrics. Mm-hmm. Yes, Pisces is very much Mr. Steal Your Girl. Mm-hmm. Yes. And again, they'll do it in a slick way because they'll be that type of dude that's on the sidelines, just being her friend and being that shoulder to cry on and all that. And then when she really fed up with her man, that's when he gonna swoop in like Joe with the lyrics. Like, I ain't gonna lie, some of them lyrics of that song does kind of like damn. But then there's this part where he turns from freak to creep. So I'll get into that in a minute. We got Peter Roll up in here. Thank you, Indigo. Yes, join my Patreon. We be having quite a bit of fun, especially during the watch parties. Hey, Josh. Hey, Irrational Kids. Mm-hmm. Yep. So there was another. Oh, I wanted to talk about because I'm doing the Will Smith book, and Hey, Isaac. I wanted to talk about this show Bel Air. I don't. How many people have watched Bel Air? I haven't watched a single episode, but I do know that Will Smith basically he co-signed on it. I don't think he has anything to do with it in terms of producing it, but I know he basically is backing it and like he's supporting the show and he likes it and all this type of stuff and he's like kind of mentoring the guy that's playing Will. But hey Regine, how you doing? But I've been hearing some negative things about this Bel Air show. And from the description, it seems like they're trying to undo the positive messages that came with the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now, I understand that Bel-Air is not the same as Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but they're still using the same characters. But they've totally flipped the script in terms of the lifestyles of these characters. Like, from what I'm hearing is Dr. Phil is crooked. He's a crooked judge, or he's some type of politician. Jeffrey was a hitman. Um, Carlton is a drug addict. Peter Roll said they done ruined it totally. And to me, that speaks volumes about Will Smith, because he's basically co-signing on this. Hey, Earth Angel. Hey, Asha. Hey, Annie. We got a lot of people coming here. Hey, Problem. But yeah, it's making me really. Aunt Viv going to write a book, and I heard that this dude is trying to seduce Aunt Viv and get her money or something like that, and she falling for it. I think Michael Ealy's character, if he's in that show. But yeah, people are talking about the woke politics. I was going to read a little bit of IMD, some of the negative reviews. Let me just read some of these. But again, this speaks volumes about Will Smith. Because remember, in his book, one of the things that he was always touting was the fact that he wasn't cursing in his music. He was like, he could write rhymes without having to curse and make music sound good, rap music without having to curse and all that stuff. But I heard that in this Bel-Air show, every other word is like a curse. They say F this, flip, flam, all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm hearing that it's real dark side. Let me read some of these reviews, the negative reviews, because you can't count on these 5-star reviews, because. So let me just read some of this stuff. And again, just think about if you've been following along with the Will Smith autobiography and how he's trying to act like he's this righteous dude and that he's all, for the upliftment of people and all this stuff. This is really painting, first of all, like a Black TV family in a very negative light. And it's not even supposed to be a comedy, a sitcom. It's supposed to be like a drama TV show. So it's really strange. So somebody said basically the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as a nightmare. I love the original show. It's a classic and it was great social commentary. Will Smith as the lead made the whole show. He was everything. You could not have gotten rid of him and made the show work. This show, I don't know. It's a nightmare. The lead is on par with Carlton in terms of charisma and coolness. That's already a huge mistake. He's not believable as a star basketball player. Uncle Phil is downright scary. He is a judge with a multi-million-dollar mansion and famous chefs cooking at his lavish parties. He hangs out with other judges who look like they're straight out of Training Day. Jeffrey is also scary. Let me see what else. This is so lame. The not convincing douchey actors are lame. The drama is lame. It's not funny. It's not the comfort show that the original show with Will Smith was. This is a horrible homage. Let me see what else somebody says. My biggest point is how surprised and disappointed I am that Will Smith is associated with this hateful drivel. Mr. Smith, in crime and hate, and we won't need police and soldiers anymore. So this show is also pushing a lot of agendas too, which a lot of people aren't digging. Then it says, Will became famous off this show, yet for some reason rebooted it with a deadhead cousin named Carlton. He's not quirky or weird, he's just a douche. Phil, for some reason, is this then fit guy instead of a lovable big uncle, because creating characters in a reboot like the older counterparts is just unacceptable for some reason. Was expecting a different spin on the Fresh Prince, more like the rotten nephew. It's crap. I mean, crap, not funny. Loads of swearing in the M-bomb all of the time. It's just bad. If you like the original Fresh Prince, this ain't it. Definitely poor effort at a remake that's is what happens when it's not needed. But yeah, a lot of people aren't digging this shit. And again, I question Will Smith, and it makes me think that he's still very much living through that Libra South Node. His son could join to the Libra South Node, and he's basically doing what his masters are bidding him to do. He's falling in line. But we know that he sold him and Jada and sold their soul years ago. So, they're always going to have to obey their masters. So that's what I see what's going on. Like Will, I don't think, honestly, a lot of what he's saying in the book, I do feel like he is the type of guy that doesn't really like cursing and all that stuff, because that is a Libra trait. Some Libras don't like a lot of foul language and all that type of stuff. So for him to get behind this type of television show, that makes me think, oh yeah, this is against his will. Isn't that interesting? His name being Will. This is against his will, but he don't have no choice but to co-sign on it. I would think Jada, on the other hand, she loves this type of shit. But I think Will is kind of different, and I don't think he really would want the Banks family to be painted in such a negative light. But again, he don't have any choice in the matter. And it's all evident in his chart with those oppositions between the Aries stellium and the Libra stellium. Undercover Astrology said, my dad is a Libra and don't cuss. Yeah, because, Libra is the sign of like social decorum and niceties and, always making yourself look presentable for the public, all that. So, yeah, a lot of them ain't really, Libra can really like to be classy with stuff. So, yeah. Is DSI's in here yet? DSI's, if I'm about to do your question anyway, and then if you come in later, you can replay this, because I don't want to forget. Hey, Karmic Life. Hey, NYC Black Honey. We got Aquarian Essence up in here. Nope, you didn't miss it. We just got started. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, LaBoo. LaBoo said those Libras with Scorpio placements can be something else. Mm-hmm. Yup. That's Will. So, yeah, I'm just like, and I know Will also got some shit where I'm not saying he's innocent and all that, but I really don't think he's the type of person that would be down with a show like that. But again, he don't have no choice. Especially since he won that award. What was that award for? That what movie was he in? Didn't he play the Serena Williams' sister's father? Thank you, Indigo. Play his their evil ass father. I need to do a reading on their father. Cause I'm convinced that man is evil. He looked like a troll. Aquarian Essence said, I've been talking to a Libra when I know I should run. All right, let me scan the chat and see if DSIs came in here. Because like I said, when I first started, I felt so bad because when I was watching the replay, I saw that DSIs posted a super chat and she had a question and I didn't see it. So I'm waiting for her to show up so that I could do her question. But I don't see her in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, and then hopefully she'll come in later. So DSI, she posted a $20 super chat, so that was very generous. And she asked, let me get to it. She said, congrats on the surgery. Oh, surgery check, sis. Oh, thank you so much. She said, what are your thoughts on a Pluto square Pluto transit? And as a pregnant Pisces, how do you see my pregnancy and delivery? Oh, pregnant Pisces, how sweet. So Pluto square Pluto is one of those midlife crisis transits. It can be rather rough. I went through mine already, and mine was extra rough because Pluto was also right on my ascendant. So Pluto square Pluto may not be exactly total breakdown and failure in some cases, like it was for me. but it can still feel like your life is being turned upside down. You going to like be dealing with some form of instability. You might be severing ties with someone. It'll be much easier to get into conflicts with people, because when Pluto was squaring my Pluto, and again, it was on my ascendant at the same time, Pluto being in Capricorn, I had the cops called on me. And and I'm usually not that type of person. At least for many years I haven't. But it was a terrible situation. It was when I would say this was around the time where I could honestly say I was rock bottom. And I had to share homes with people for that year, a couple of people, and it didn't work out with this one chick. And we got into it, and because I was I ain't trying to make this about race, but the chick was white, and because we were like arguing, and because I was like, because it was over the rent money. I'm trying to think, because it was something about I was leaving and I wanted the rest of my rent money that I gave her, and she wasn't trying to give it up or something. So we got into an argument, and I remember I was standing up and I was like just yelling and, kind of raising my voice. And then she started to act all scared and stuff, like I was going to do something to her. And it wasn't even like that. So she called the cops on me, and the cops were so nasty. And they was like, you got 5 minutes to pack your shit and get out of here. And oh my God, I almost had a panic attack that day. And I was like, why am I talking about this? Oh, because I'm talking about the Pluto square Pluto. That's what I'm like. I'm like, why am I talking about this situation? Yeah, this was Pluto square Pluto time. I'm just giving you an example of what could go down. So yeah, I almost had a panic attack that day, because I hate when I'm not in control of a situation. There was nothing I could do. Like, one of the cops was like literally standing over me as I was getting all my stuff together. Her brother came over. He was racist. I think he called me a nigger through the door. I'm talking about, it was some crazy shit. Then another time, it was at a convenience store. Again, this is all around the Pluto square Pluto transit. So I think I felt like the cashier dude was trying to like cheat me out of my money. And it was one of those ghetto convenience stores. And I went back and I was, asking for the rest of my change, and we were arguing back and forth. And I remember he threatened to call the cops, but he didn't. But again, like, you can be taken out of character when you got Pluto square Pluto transit. You can do things that you didn't think that you would do, or you could, like, some deep rooted issues could rise to the surface. You could have an emotional breakdown, because I did a couple of times. Oh, and during that time, when I was like really down one day and I had been crying in my car, and then I went into the library and I saw my grandmother. My grandmother was deceased. Speaking of Pisces season, we could talk about the paranormal too. So my grandmother had already passed, and I was just on my laptop using the Wi-Fi, because I had been broken down to that level where I had to go places to use Wi-Fi. So I'm on my laptop, like, doing stuff, and then this Black woman turns around, and I look up, and it's my grandmother's face. And I was like, it was so weird, because like I said, she had already passed, and it was my grandmother's face. And she basically was like, call your father. That's what it was. And because I wasn't telling anybody that I was like rock bottom during that time, because I have too much pride. And I did end up calling my father, and I asked him for some money, and he sent me the money and all that type of stuff. But yeah, that was a weird time. So some strange things can happen during a Pluto square Pluto transit. At some time, you might think that you're being cursed. You might think that you're being punished for something. And again, mine was kind of extreme, like I'm saying, because Pluto was on my ascendant at the same time it was squaring my natal Pluto. So for you, it might not be as bad, but it can be life changing. It can be life altering. It can, produce some crazy events. And again, it can make you do things that you wish you either didn't, or that, you didn't know you had it in you. I'll just say that. So it's going to change you in some profound ways. All right. And then you said, how is the pregnancy going to go in delivery? So I'm going to pull some cards for you. But yeah, that Pluto square Pluto ain't no joke. It will really bring test of your endurance, test of your fortitude, test of your resilience, your resourcefulness. Because squares, you can often look at squares as tests. Because squares are very much like Saturn. So when you're dealing with a transit that's a square, it can deal with like a test of your mettle, a test of your fortitude, a test of your strength. How you going to handle this situation? A lot of times we can't prevent what the transits are going to bring. So it's all about how we react to them. That's why I don't look too far ahead when it comes to my own transits, because I don't want to be that person that's always like focused on the future. I really want to live in the moment as much as possible. So I do see transits that are coming up for the, month ahead. I'll look up as far as that. And then even like in the beginning of the year, I might look at all my major transits coming up and stuff. But I try not to focus too much on the future, because it's like you can't really change the future in terms of what's really meant to happen on a destiny level. All right. So pregnancy and delivery, how's it going to go? All right, let's see. All right. All right. Okay. So I got the world card as the situation. That's basically like, in my opinion, that's carrying a baby to full term. That's basically what it's representing. And it's also representing the completion of a cycle, which is very much the whole pregnancy cycle, gestation, and all that. The challenge is the judgment card, and that can deal with, there might be a little issue with the actual delivery, with the birth. It might take longer than what you had imagined, might be a little tough. I got the devil card as the advice, and that right there, number one, it could deal with the father of the child and how much he's basically either contributing to a healthy pregnancy, or if he's basically not doing everything that he can. Also, that devil card can deal with where there is going to need to be some type of intervention with the delivery. So I'm sure if you're, scheduled for a C-section. But then it ends with the Seven of Wands, which lets me know that at the end of the day, your delivery is going to go well, and you'll probably be feeling better than what you even thought you would be after you give birth. But just because you're feeling fine, you still got to take it easy, because with one of my children, I remember I was like that. Like right after I gave birth, I was like real up and at 'em, and I was all raring to go and stuff like that. And you can't, even if you feel like all well and you got energy and stuff, you still got to take it easy, because you just went through a major health situation that's basically a crisis, because labor and delivery ain't no joke. But it looks like you're going to sail through with flying colors. That's that Seven of Wands. So I don't know if you're in here now, DSIs, but hopefully you'll come in here soon. And somebody let me know if y'all happen to see her. But God bless you and the baby. All right. And then there was something else I wanted to. Oh, so I forgot to tell y'all about this update when I was giving y'all an update on my recovery. So I found out what my surgeon sign is. Anybody want to guess? Queen Dara said, I dreamt of Yay my yacht. Not Scorpio. Nope, not Gemini. Nope. He's a Pisces. So I found out he's a Pisces and he has the same birthday as my daughter. So I was like, oh, wow, look at that. So his son forms a trine with my Uranus and midheaven in Scorpio. So that's perfect for having a surgeon. And it makes sense because he is very gentle. He has that sensitivity. He has that good bedside manner. He's real laid back, real caring, and all that stuff. And yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. And his son would be in my second house. And second house placements in terms of synastry, I always like those second house placements of the sun in particular. So I was like, okay. And then I think he's gay too, because I follow him on Instagram and there was some post about a husband or something. So I think he's gay. Hey, Latoya. Oh, go ahead and go to bed, Autumn. You can always catch the replay. You got to make that money. Daryl said my dermatologist is a Pisces and she got that magic touch. Yup. Mm-hmm. Gemini Queen said, wait a minute, what happened? You said Pisces are my weaknesses. The girls can do no wrong and the guys are so sweet. Mm-hmm. Earth Angel, you said aren't all Pisces men gay. Now, you know good and well that's not true. I said they're fluid. And not all of them. Some of them, a lot of them, though, are like dealing with that fluid. So I'll say of all the signs, they're one of the in the top 3 signs where if it was a man and he got with a woman and found out that the woman had a penis, that he would, if nobody looking, he would still like hit it, or he would develop a relationship with the person. What are the other 2 signs? Well, actually, there's like top 4 signs that would, in my opinion, be more, what's the word? More open to that. Pisces would definitely be one of the top 4. William said Pisces moons be too much sometimes. Isaac said Libra. LeBou said Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yes, Aquarius is in my list. Gemini too. Libra not so much, but I have in the top 4 Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, and Scorpio. Hey, Sadie. Sadie, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Hey, Mahogany. So Ask Mahogany said, I'd be scared that sign would fall asleep or be drunk during my surgery. But yeah, believe it or not, you got some Pisces that won't even touch liquor. They won't touch alcohol. I mean, they won't do any drugs or whatever. You got some that are definitely afraid of being high because they're already on that higher plane. Hey, New Eyes. Carmen said, what's the best match for a Pisces Venus woman? Well, Capricorn can be pretty good for that. Scorpio, if you can handle them. Cancer, man, but a lot of times if you got Venus and Pisces, you want a man that's a little bit more masculine acting than a Cancer man. You don't want y'all both crying together. Hey, Scarred Owl. Baby, I want to do all of the things your man won't do. I'll do them for you. We might as well get into it right now. So, like I was saying, some Pisces men will steal your girl. If they catch you slipping, they'll slip right in because they're the type that will be the chick's friend. Usually it'd be their coworker or something like that. He befriends her. He doesn't even try to push up on her sexually or nothing like that. He's just her shoulder to cry on. He's her lunch buddy, all that type of stuff. He all cupcaking her the whole time. She don't even realize it. Well, no, she realized it, but she ain't really into him like that. But let her man keep on messing up. Next thing you know, he's looking like an option. This Pisces dude. So I just was listening to that song by Joe tonight, All the Things Your Man Won't Do. And I was saying that's a Pisces song for real. Like that's a Pisces man song in particular. And I was going to just break down the lyrics real quick. Thank you, Kawhi, honey. So you said, will I get a job in forensic psychology major? Then you said, I want to get into a financial field, but I don't believe I can with that major. I believe I should change to something else. All right. Will I get a job in forensic psychology major? You got the Two of Swords starting off with, and that's you feeling like already you're going to have challenges in that area. The Nine of Wands, that's you wondering if you should continue on. But I got the King of Wands, which tells me that you will be able to find a job. But also, you got to think about with this forensic psychology major, that's more so too, where you got to be willing to go on your own, like, be the type of person where you're going to create your own organization and do your own independent research studies and stuff like that, and lending your services to maybe law enforcement or whatever like that. So you have to be more on that independent level with that King of Wands. But it also means that you could get a job, and then the outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So you'll probably end up changing anyway with that Two of Pentacles. Changing, you might feel like it's just not worth the money or whatever, or the money's not worth the work, or where it's just not feasible. So let me see if you should change to the finance field. All right. I got the Nine of Wands for the finance field. And then it ends with the Four of Pentacles. I'll say with that Nine of Wands, it's basically saying that you will find it hard to stay the course if you study finance. It might be something entirely different from those two that you're going to be really good at. And maybe you haven't found it yet, because I'm seeing both of them being challenging. But actually, the forensic psychology, that might be where your passion really lies because of that King of Wands card. But you got to be willing to strike out on your own with that pretty much. Or you could teach. And that King of Wands, he can be a professor. So if you wanted to go the teaching route with the forensic psychology major, you might have to continue to get more education. But hey, so it's really about where your heart lies with that question. All right. Hope that helps. Roma said we need more psychologists that understand both psychology and the spiritual side of life. Carl Jung was very much that type of psychologist. He was a strong believer in astrology. And he got to the point where he'd even, like, his psychiatry patients, he wouldn't even like look at their file without looking at their natal chart along with it. All right, so like I said, basically Pisces men, they can be a little sneaky. They just think about Pisces ruling secrecy. So with a lot of Pisces, thank you for becoming a member, Daryl. So with a lot of Pisces, there is going to be some secrets There's going to be some sneaking around. And some men, some Pisces men, they get off on sneaking around and just doing some slick shit. So that's why I wanted to go over Joe's song, All the Things Your Man Won't Do. Because like I said, they're the type that will slide their way in and swoop your chick right from underneath you if you ain't treating her right. And they could be very patient with it too. So the song basically starts off with him speaking real softly in her ear. He's basically like, hey, love, you say you need someone to be there for you, to love you all night long. It's kind of funny, but I don't think you have to look no further because I'm right here and I'm ready to do all the things your man won't do. Tell me what kind of man would treat his woman so cold, treat you like you're nothing when you're worth more than gold. Now you see what he's doing? Like he's already being that shoulder for her to cry on. She like basically he painting a picture like, yeah, she got this man ain't treating her right. This is her coworker. And she's telling him during lunch, like, yeah, my man cheating on me again. He being, real mean to me and all this stuff. And here he go. Girl, to me, you're like a diamond. I love the way you shine. $100 million treasure. I'll give the world to make you mine. La, 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 la. Now, you see how he's talking about the jewels. That's very Pisces too. So you calling her a diamond. He talking about $100 million treasure. I get a world to make you mine. That's very Pisces. He even goes as far as saying, I'll put a string of pearls right in your hand. Make love on a beach of jet black sand. Outside in the rain. We can do it all night. That's that rain shit too, that Pisces shit. And it's all metaphor for him. He's saying, I'm going to get you wet. He's saying, I'm already getting you wet. And then basically he's saying, I'll touch all the places he would not. And some you never knew would get you hot. Nothing is forbidden when we touch. Pisces is about no boundaries. So if sexually a Pisces man, he might be down for whatever. You might have a really good time in the bedroom with them and they get all emotional with it too. Baby, I want to do all of the things your man won't do. I'll do them for you. Then he says, I'll take you out on a night cruise on a yacht. See what I'm saying? The cruise, the yacht, this is so Pisces. Just can't lose because we got a lot to look forward to. 1, 2, what you gonna do? What good is a diamond? Nobody can see. See, he talking about diamonds again, the jewels. Then he talking about here he got you on lockdown, but I got the master key. That's Pisces too, the lockdown. Now he talking about he's going to light 1,000 candles all around. Then he want to get a little freaky talking about show me to the subway, I'll go down. That part kind of made me get tingles. Then he's saying nothing can be sweeter than the sound of making love. Baby, when I start, I just can't stop. I love you from the bottom to the top. You see these metaphors? Baby, I want to do all of the things your man won't do. I'll do them for you. So then he goes on. He's like, oh, I got a Jones in my bones for you. There ain't a damn thing that I won't do. I'll make your body cream with my sex machine. I won't stop until I hear your mother scream. What? What the fuck? I won't stop until I hear your mother scream. See, that's where Pisces goes from freak to creep. Now you just made me dry. What the fuck? You won't stop until you hear my mother scream? So you having fantasies about you fucking my mama while you fucking mean it? What? You see how Pisces can put their foot in their mouth. That's why I'm saying that song's Pisces all day. It take you almost to that point of climax and then boom, drop you back down to reality. And you like, damn, oh, this dude is a creep. Hey, Tara. Baby, I wanna do all of the things your man won't do. I still love that song though, but yeah, I always question that last part. Like he fantasizing about your mama while he hitting it from the back. But that's Pisces. You know, you got some excited Pisces dudes. They could have some crazy fantasies about that. Like having sex with you and your sister, having sex with you and your mother, having sex with you and your brother. Like they could be like, I always say Pisces is a sign where anything goes. Okay, thank you for the super chat reminders. All right, we got Florida up in here. Thank you so much for your super chat. Let me see if there was somebody else. I think you're the first one out of the new batch. You said Brittany Renner and Tasha K. Prime, example of dark-sided Pisces females. Let me know who Brittany Renner is. And Tasha K. Hell yeah. I swear I just talked about her chart though. Yeah, because she got into it with Cardi B. She had that lawsuit that she lost. So yeah, you're so right about Tasha K. But let me know who Brittany Renner is. And then thank you so much for your super chat. Oh my God, Tarot. Oh, thank you so much. You said I love it when you say some people hate it, but hey, it's the price you gotta pay. That's the admission. Aquarius Essence said Pisces men are hot in the sack. They do like to get all down into it. And remember, hey, Marcus. But yeah, he was like, show me to the subway, I'll go down. I'm like, okay. I told you some of them just be happy going down on you. And, then their wallet be wide open for the taking. All right. Hey, Marcus. You said, hi, Rahbinah. Do you see me traveling soon? As in later on this year. I've been dying to go to Hawaii, but the thing is that I'm not vaccinated, so I probably won't be able to fly. So my second option is Miami. If I go, will I have a good time? All right. First, we're going to look and see if you're going to be traveling later on this year. All right. He was like, what good is a diamond? Nobody can see. All right, I got the King of Wands. That's the traveler all day. Yes. So you'll definitely be traveling this year. Now let's see if you're going to enjoy your time in Miami. La, 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 la. Baby, I want to do all of the things your man won't do. I'll do them for you. All right. Are you going to have a good time in Miami? Y'all going to hear me singing that song all night. Baby. Woo, Joe got me feeling some type of way. What's his sign? I know somebody know Joe's sign. Hold on, Marcus. I don't feel like looking it up. What's Joe's sign? Baby. Oh, somebody already said it. Joe is a Cancer. Oh, with a lot of Pisces. Oh, there you go. There you go. And with that Cancer, I'm really feeling the Cancer too, because that song got me very emotional. And I do have Cancer in my 7th house. Oh my God, not July 5th. That's the RZA's birthday. Oh my God. That means his son is right on my descendant. No wonder why I keep singing this song tonight. Babe, I wanna. Oh, wow. I'm tickled pink over that. All right, Marcus. Well, you have a good time in Miami. Thanks, y'all, for letting me know. Yeah, them orders. Don't even get me started. Baby, I wanna do. And he was saying all the right stuff. He was like, I'll take you on a yacht cruise. Wait a minute, I'll take you on a cruise on a yacht. Just can't lose. Come on. And that's game where he like, I hear he got you on lockdown, but I got the master key. La 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 la. Woo! I got the Chariot. And that Chariot card could deal with there's going to be some things that you really like about Miami, and there's going to be some things that you're not going to really like. So, all in all, it's like you're going to keep your spirits up regardless of some of the things that maybe may not work out exactly right for you. Don't get mixed up with nobody. I'll just say be careful who you meet down there. But yeah, for the most part, I'll say go just for the experience, but I'll say have realistic expectations. All right. What's another song I wanted to? Remember Sensitivity by Ralph? Ralph Tresvant from New Edition. You need a man with sensitivity, a man like is he with away. That's a very Pisces man song too. And that you don't mind, you cry every day. Let me kick your fears, erase all your doubts, 'cause for you I'm here. You won't be without love. But there's this part, where is it at? There's this part he says in that song, which is very Pisces. Don't need a man that'll give you money. That right there. You see how they be like slick with some of their lyrics? Now, I'm not saying he's a Pisces. I'm saying the song is a Pisces. It's for a Pisces man. Especially that part. Don't need a man that'll give you money. Now, don't get me wrong. You could get money out of a Pisces man. You can also turn him into a simp. So in this song, this is a Pisces man that's trying not to be a simp. That's why he has to say, don't need a man that'll give you money. I got what you, yeah. Come and let him do what you need, honey. You need, he trying to con her, talking about you don't need money. You just need a man with sensitivity. And this is a song too where he trying to take this woman from a guy because he's like, you cry every day. Yeah, he's talking about her boyfriend, her man. So yeah, these dudes know what they're doing. But that's very much a Pisces song. Know what else is a Pisces song to me? I had to add this to my Pisces soundtrack. Remember, if you believe in love and know that it can do for you, give it a chance, girl. You'll find romance. What song is that? Come on, y'all. I don't want to sing the next lyric because I'm going to give it away. Make it official. Give your love. Yes. Tell me that ain't the shit. Yes, to me, oh my God, that might be my favorite Bobby Brown song. My heart belongs to Aroni. She's my only love. Remember, he was like, the truth about Roni, she's a sweet old girl, about the sweetest little girl in the whole wide world. She make the toughest homeboy fall deep in love. See, once you got a Roni, you will never give her up. See, that's how Pisces men be falling for women, especially if she's special like that. You know the kind of girl that stands out in the crowd. Yes, my heart belongs to Aroni. Man, what'd you say? The sex on stage he would do. Bobby Brown? Yeah, I never got the pleasure to see him in concert. Oh yeah, Can You Stand the Rain? That's very much a Pisces song too. On a perfect day, I know that I can count on you. If that's not possible, tell me, can you weather the storm? Oh my God, don't get me started. Oh my God, Can You Stand the Rain? That's very Pisces too. Can you stand the rain? All right, Roma, you sent me a super chat. This we know for sure. So you said, what does the Pisces South Node mean? My sister has it, and I have a Pisces North Node, which can be challenging aspect between us. Yeah, whenever you have the inverse of the nodes like that with another person, it can be rather challenging. You're trying to go one way, she's trying to go the opposite way. Pisces South Nodes to me are some of the more tragic South Node individuals. Thank you, Naj. I get to your question in a minute. Thank you for your super chat. A lot of tragic situations, victimization is a major theme, but they could be tempted to stay in that victim mode, that victim mentality, if they're not careful. Addiction could be a problem. Just having unrealistic expectations, lacking boundaries, dishonesty. Just think about all the negative traits of Pisces for the most part. But on a positive end, she could be bringing over some artistic ability. There could be a very charitable side to her. She could be very sensitive, maybe a lover of animals, things like that. So just think about the nodes being the underlying reason for why a person's life is the way it is. So with your sister, she should have some strong Pisces themes dealing with her life. All right, Naj, thank you for your super chat. I think I saw you post a question. So you said, I wanted to know if this guy from my job is feeling me or this other girl in the office. I can't tell if it's me being a nervous Virgo Mars, but I can't help but find him so attractive. Well, it makes sense because you got Mars and Virgo. Meeting a man at your place of work makes a lot of sense. That's very easy to do. But what house is your Mars in? That's the question. So you want to know, is he feeling you? Can you stand the rain? All right. I got the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that he would take you up on the opportunity if it presented itself, but he's not the type that's going to reach out and touch someone. Remember those commercials? Reach out and touch someone. Reach out and just say hi. But yeah, you would have to make the first move with this dude, but he might just see you as a jump off anyway. So I would not put myself out there if I were you. Now you can try to drop clues and hints and, flirt a little bit, but I'm just saying don't bank on much dealing with that. Just keep it a fantasy. And it is Pisces season. You're welcome, Roma. You said, yeah, my sister has a really hard childhood, but she holds on to it instead of healing from it and letting go. I think she would be happier if she did. Probably so. That Pisces South Node can cause someone to wallow in self-pity. So that's can be problematic. You said Johnny Gill. Oh, Johnny Gill is a Gemini. There you go. And here I come. But yeah, tenderoni was the shit. And again, I see like a man looking at, like a Pisces man looking at his girlfriend that he really loves as a little tenderoni, calling her that. Because, Pisces men, a lot of times they want their women to be feminine and sweet and all cutesy and stuff. And some of them can have unrealistic expectations in that department. And if you find the tenderoni that is right for you, make it official. Give it your love. I get high, 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 high. That's a Pisces song too. Every day I need a amount of cash. All right. Here's another Pisces song, because some Pisces men, they can be chumps for women. Let's keep it real. They can be pushovers, just like how Libra can, but even in the worst way. They can be major simps. Not all of them, especially if the ones that have like strong Aries energy, they may not be all simperish, but you can find some Pisces men that are on the simp. So remember that song, I Don't Want to Know by Mario Winans? That's very much a Pisces song. I don't want to know if you're playing me, keep it on the low, 'cause my heart can't take it anymore. I used to hate that song. How do you have a respect for a man that is saying that shit? But again, that passivity, that patheticness can be very Pisces. I always say with Pisces, on the dark side, you could start off taking pity upon them. And then next thing you know, you're going to look at them like they're pitiful. Yes, don't you hate that song? You love that song, Indigo? I don't want to know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. Like, you rather not even know. Like, come on now. But yeah, that's another Pisces song, On the Dark Side. Here's for my old heads. Y'all remember this song? My heart is yearning for your love. Only my old head's going to get this. My heart is yearning for your love. You can't keep running in and out of my life. I knew, Indigo, you would get it. Yes, that is one of my favorite. Now, I'm going to say that is my favorite Gap Band song. Oh my God. Now, the reason why I had that on my Pisces soundtrack list is because yearning for something, that's very Pisces. My heart is yearning for your love. Now, that song's kind of simperish too, because he talking about you keep running in and out of my life. He putting up with a lot of bullshit from this bitch. You can't keep running in and out of my life. But he's sitting here waiting for her to come back. Oh, I used to love Burn Rubber. I never ever had a girl put the pedal to the metal and burn rubber on me, Charlie. Oh no, no, no. But yeah, my heart is yearning for your love. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to hear that later on tonight. But and he even starts whining. My heart is a yearning for you. He ailing. Yep. All right, what else we got? Somebody mentioned Karmic Eyes. You mentioned something. What was it? You said Bobby Womack. If you think you're lonely now. Bobby Womack, he would make you feel like shit when he was singing to you. Wait until tonight, girl. If you think you're lonely now. Wait until tonight, girl. Yeah, he'll make you think twice before you say some shit to him. You're gonna be like, damn, I don't want to be lonely. Damn. And you could tell the way he's singing that song, he mean it. His bags are already packed, already in the trunk. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. He was like, I'll be long gone. Yup. He said he gonna be long gone. All right, what's another one that I have on my list? Ooh, I get so high when I'm around you, baby. I can touch the sky. Who sing that? You make my temperature rise. You're making me high. Baby, 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 baby. Who sing that? Yes, Tony. Tony getting high off of that. D. That could be very Pisces too. You know, this is why some Pisces women are like really guarded, because they know if they let their guard down, they're going to become dick whipped. If that dick is good, it's going to send them in another dimension. And it's easy for Pisces to go into another dimension. But if that D send them in another dimension, that could be a dangerous thing. They could totally lose self-control. But yeah. Oh, remember, make me lose control. Oh my God. Remember that song? What's that group? Wait a minute. Let me kiss you all over your sweet body, babe. Make me lose control. Now, girl, tell me what you. Wait a minute. How go? Whatever it is you desire, I wanna give my baby. I wanna feel your body yearn. Yeah, this is very Pisces song. All the softest spots I aim to learn, baby, won't you? Oh my God, don't get me started with the silk. Lose control. That's very, very Pisces. I love when he be like, let me play for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, psychedelics, that's very Pisces, yes. But yeah, Silk only had like one good song. Get a bag and toke it for the road. Oh. So you want a bag, you want a bag, who want a bag, you want a bag, you want a bag, you want a bag. So get them out the door to look at the stove. Get a bag and toke it for the road. Only the stoners know that song. Now they're going realizing the legalize. Who sing that? Gotta get you fucked up. Gotta get you fucked up. No say, oh, Indo and chronic hydro. And think of some more, oh yeah, oh. Who sing this? Yes, and we pray. Yes. Bone Thugs. That was in the Friday soundtrack. I think that was Friday After Next. So who want a bag? Who want a bag? Who want a bag? Who want a bag? So send them out the door to the liquor store. Get a bag and don't get for the road. Woo! And when we lonely, we won't leave us. That's why. Oh my God, I love Busy Bone. So who want a bag? Who want a bag? Who want a bag? Who want a bag? You want a bag? Who? So send them out the door to the liquor store. Get a bag and don't get for the road. Remember this? Bum, 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 bum. Now tell me what you gonna do. It ain't nowhere to run. Now, some people might say Crossroads is a Scorpio song because of the death. But I would say Crossroads has some strong Pisces themes too, because it's showing you the other side. Remember in the video, it was very spiritual and they were showing people beyond the death. That's why I'm saying that's very Pisces. So what y'all think? Crossroads, should I add that to the Pisces soundtrack? See you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. See you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. That's the shit. And I'm gonna miss everybody. 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 Living in a hateful world. Yeah. See you at the crossroads. Oh yeah, Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. Yeah, the very, and you know Mary Jane I was dealing with. The weed, the ganja. Very much so. Siobhan said that makes sense because Scorpio wouldn't care about you being alone, right? But yeah, it was like, see you at the crossroads. They was looking for spirits to help usher them in. Remember that one part where that dark spirit, he was an angel in disguise, and he was like the angel of death in the video, and he was carrying the baby. That video is all dramatic and shit. I don't know about Moonchild. I'm gonna have to listen to Moonchild. We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun, and the bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. A lot of y'all don't know about that song, but that's by Van Morrison. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirits fly into the mystic. Very Pisces song. And when that foghorn blows, you know I'll be coming home. And when that foghorn blows, that's my shit. I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. And together we will soar into the mystic. Yeah, that's the shit. So that's another Pisces song. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. Now that's a Pisces song just in terms of getting high to. Say, I'd rather be with you. Yes. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. All right, a couple more Pisces songs before we get into some Pisces celebrities. Said I'd rather be with you. Another Semperish Pisces male song. Some of y'all might know this song, but this was out in the early 90s or late 80s. Why you wanna play your games on me? Why you wanna play your games on me? Would you be with me if I had nothing? If I couldn't buy you something? Yeah, remember he's like, I work hard to get the things you need. I work hard to get the things I have. And I want to know why you want to play on me. Why you want to play your games on me. That's how Pisces men be. They be acting like, oh my God, why this woman treating me like this? And some of them just don't have a backbone to stand up to their woman. Why you want to? So they'll make songs like this. Play your games on me. Why you want to play? Play your games on me. So I'm just letting you Pisces men know. Sometimes y'all got to get more of a backbone. Sometimes you got to stand up to your woman instead of whining like Keith Sweat. There you go, telling me no again. There you go. There you go, telling me no. See, all that's not sexy. Some women go for that shit. I guess it'd be the Aquarius women that go for that. You know, they got to wear the pants anyway. They need a dude that's kind of weak. But I'm just saying, Pisces men, sometimes y'all need to get a bit of a backbone. All right, a couple of more songs. And then what about, we got to get into the secrets. Y'all remember Stephanie Mills' Secret Lady? I just can't go on being your secret lady, mystery baby. You're the one I want. That was my shit. I just can't go on being your. I'll tell you a song that I didn't really like. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. Who sang that? I never got into that song because I'm just not a cheater. Yes. Secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we feel. That's a low down dirty song, y'all. Escape. That was a low down dirty song too. Cause we both belong to someone else, but we can't let go. See, that's the difference between you. So you mentioned Sagittarius. Don't even get me started about Sag and Pisces and how they can clash in some respects. Because that's why, like Sagittarius, they just get it out in the open. Look, I'm not feeling you no more. I'm not like attracted to you no more. I'm sorry. And now we're being accused of being all insensitive. But a Pisces, they might continue to be with you, but they lying. They got a secret lover on the side. At least Sagittarius, we might hurt your feelings by breaking up with you, but we ain't gonna be getting all into that secrecy shit and all that stuff. We don't got time for all that. We might as well just let you go so we can have fun with our new boo. I just can't go on being your. Keep it on the down low. Another Pisces song. Nobody has to know. Here go another Pisces song by one of our Pisces sisters. Do I really want my baby? Brother, tell me what to do. Ooh, I know you got to get your hustle on. So I pray. She jinxing the hell out of this dude. You know what Pisces be saying is going to come true. This is why her and Andre didn't work out. Like, come on now. Yeah, you know he got to get his hustle on, but why you all being paranoid and shit? You bringing the cops to the door. What you going to do when they come for you? Bitch, shut the fuck up. You ruined. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. And then she has the nerve to say, in true Pisces fashion, I can't make it on my own. Well, then stop. Stop bringing bad luck on his ass. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bam, 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 bam. And remember, I said Pisces can be preachy. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Bitch, but you eating, right? Shut the fuck up. What you gonna do when it come for you, bitch? You know we got a baby on the way. Doom, doom. Gave me the life that it came to live. Yes, it does. Don't worry, baby. I know there's confusion. You're the only one creating confusion. God's gonna see us through, yeah. Please start the revolution. Don't you worry. But you know what I'm saying. Sometimes Pisces be jinxing the hell out of your ass. You just be like, yo, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. That's why sometimes you can't bring your Pisces friend along when you trying to do some slick shit. You trying to do some underhanded shit. They'll be like, but what if we get caught? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bam, 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 bam. Gave me the life that you can't live. Don't get me started on Erica. I might have to get back into her chart tonight. All right, thank you, Geneva. You said, what does Cancer North Node or the fourth mean? Well, that fourth house and the Cancer North Node is just going to exacerbate those Cancer themes. So home is going to be a major theme in your life. And finding the right location could be a major theme. Your family, maintaining ties with family, maintaining closeness with people, finding what really matters to you on a personal level and going with it. And that can even include your career. Also, just might want to invest in some real estate if you ever get a chance with that Cancer North Node in the fourth. And there could be issues with having a close relationship with your father as well. Oh, she said fifth house. Well, the fifth house, that could be children. Fifth house is also how you express yourself. So I will say that Cancer can be one of the realest signs out there because, Cancer is all about their feelings and you can't hide how you feel, or you can hide it, but you know what I mean? you can't fake the funk when it comes to your feelings and your emotions. You feel what you feel. So with that North Node of Cancer in the fifth house, it's like I'm gonna say what I feel. I'm gonna express myself how I feel like it. You know, if it feels right to me, I'm gonna do it within reason. That is, because sometimes Cancer could go overboard, even if you just got a Cancer North Node, and that can point to issues with your children. If you have children, it could deal with visitation situations. So there could be times when your child ain't even living with you because it got to spend time with the father or what have you like that. There could also be some other woman that interferes with your love affair that could play out. Also, your lover's family could come into the mix at some point. Real estate investments, that's a big one when you got the Cancer North Node in the fifth house. So what I said about real estate is even more so true in terms of investments when we're dealing with the fifth house. What that song Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, that is definitely going to be on my Pisces soundtrack. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world in the seven seas. Everybody. Oh, you talk about Beyonce Sweet Dream. You could be my sweet dream or beautiful nightmare. No, I like the Eurythmics Sweet Dream. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? That was the shit. Oh, hold your head up. That was my shit. That song is one of the songs that defined the 80s, in my opinion. Oh my God. Sweet dreams are made of this. All right, Metaphysics King, thank you for your super chat. You said, hey, what happened if you have Sun in Sag, Leo Moon, Mars, and Pisces? Well, on one hand, you could be very creative with the Leo Moon and Mars and Pisces. You're definitely going to want to do a lot of traveling. You'd really probably not going to just want to stay in one spot. Also, just doing your own thing in terms of work, because you got 3 signs in terms of dominance that can produce a need to do your own thing. It can result in being very unfulfilled if you have to settle for employment for the rest of your life. Also, with that Leo moon, I don't know if you're, I can't remember if you're gay or straight, but if we're talking about women, that could produce issues with a baby mama at some point. But also that could just deal with you get with a woman that's rather bossy or whatever. But that Sag Leo moon combination, especially if they're in trine together, that's like La Dolce Vita. That's like producing a really good life where you're living life to the fullest. You really ain't dealing with many restrictions in your life. So I like those placements. I mean, that Mars and Pisces can be a little toss up at times. And that's very much a sexual fluidity Mars. And that can also deal with there's going to be times where you do operate in secret. Also, you might have issues with just being your own individual, or you could be too much of your own individual to the point where you isolate yourself. So, but I would think, there's something you could do on an artistic level with that you could really, contribute to the world. So I hope that helps. So Kit Kat said Queen Latifah doesn't give me any Pisces energy. She does to me, but I think she also has strong Aries energy. So let's pull up her chart real quick. Latifah, 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 Latifah. That first album Queen Latifah put out, that was the shit. She was one of those rappers where it was like she was so good you didn't think of her as a female rapper, like she was just a rapper. Dance to the music. All right. So she got strong Aries energy and also Taurus energy. So, and she's a Taurus rising. So that's why you're not really picking up on a strong Pisces energy with Queen Latifah. But yeah, Queen Latifah is multi-talented. I I love her voice. I love her singing voice. I love her rap, her flow. Oh my God. I just can't say much wrong about Queen Latifah, even though I do realize she sold her soul a couple of decades ago, but that's okay. She did. I mean, I always think about the death of her brother, wondering if that was a sacrifice. Not saying one of them voluntary sacrifices, but you know how you could have involuntary sacrifices just as a result of being part of that Hollywood clique, being part of that music industry. So yeah, sometimes I be wondering about that situation. Yes. Ooh, ladies first, ladies first. Ooh, ladies first, ladies first. That was the shit. Do you know how much pride that put into young black girls back in the day? See, these young black girls nowadays, they got Meg the Stallion. And have y'all seen her latest video? Um, you got Cardi B and shit. Where's the positive female rap artists nowadays? They're all hypersexual. But yeah, when Queen Latifah put out, "Ooh, ladies first, ladies first," do you know how much pride I had in myself back then? Ooh, ladies first, ladies first. And all the female rappers back then, they basically instilled a lot of pride in us. Even Salt and Pepper. Yo Yo. I remember Yo Yo had this song called Step Into the 90s, and it was a bunch of girls in that video. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite videos. UNITY, UNITY. That's for unity. Yes. Oh yeah, I remember just another day living in the hood. Yup. So you said Sa Rock is the only positive one that's big. Oh, I gotta check out her music then. Yeah, I don't like these female rappers now either. What the hell happened? It's a damn shame. You can't play with my yo. Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out. I used to love Sweet Tea too. But on the smooth tip, I still have one of her songs on my playlist. Down. Yep. On the smooth tip. Know who else was the shit back then? MC Hammer's Girls, Oaktown 357. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Party jumping off on a Friday night. Okay, let me see. I'm having too much fun. Okay, Florida, thank you for your super chat. So you said I just asked a question. I don't know if you got it. All right, let me scroll back up. I'm having too much fun. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Juicy got him crazy. Juicy got him crazy. All right, I'm scrolling up, Florida, to find your super chat. Cole going mad. You said, is it just Pisces men in terms of what? I'm gonna be talking about Pisces women too, if that's your question. But what do you mean? Like, is it just Pisces men, Florida? Somebody said Nicki Minaj is about the only decent female rapper out now. Well, that's pretty sad when you say she's the only decent one, because even Nicki sometimes some of the shit she does wasn't 357 357 coming straight at you. 357. Yup. They could dance their asses off too. Yup, the Brat, Queen Pen, Bahamadia with the funk vibe. Yup. Even I don't know if some of y'all know about Hurricane G. Hurricane G to the rescue, here to bless you with the bilingual special. Microphone check. My lyrical manifestation, divination, Chicks, please upload that ass at ease like Macintosh and wash all that face paste off your face with these flows I lace, stinging you like mace. Hold it down, Poppy. I be that type mommy on my body and spirit when I bring it. I make you feel real good, baby. That type lady who ain't lazy. MC Light. How could I forget MC Light? Oh yeah, and the simping. So the men for the most part will do the simping, but sometimes you'll have females, Pisces females, that will do too much for their man. Like they will be too devoted. Oh, thank you so much, Tara. Thank you so much. Déjame quemarte como azul caribeño lleno de pasión. Pero no tiene la fuerza y agarre para llevarte a lo más alto con tanto cariño en un camino divino. Ay. Y llenarte con amor y alegría por toda la vida. All right, let's get into some celebrities. So, as you saw last night, I had on the thumbnail K Michelle, but I didn't get a chance to get to her. So we're gonna pull up her chart, and we're gonna first of all look at why she got so many plastic surgeries. Well, we know that a lot of them were corrective, right? Because she first got the butt implants, and doesn't she have a reality show now? Detailing her botched surgeries, but then also other women's botched stories or other women and men. So, first of all, we're going to look at her chart and see if we see any issues with her self esteem that would cause her to think that she needs butt implants or she needs all this work done. Look like she also lightened her skin too. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what time she was born, but right off the rip, I do see she has Chiron at the 18th degree of Taurus, and that can make her extremely, extremely superficial, where appearances are everything to her. The material world is everything to her. And then to make matters worse, her Mars is at 18th degree Libra and it's making a quincunx to that Chiron and Taurus. She also has Saturn making a quincunx to Chiron and Taurus, which doesn't help. So with that Mars and Libra, it's like she'll look at other women and then she'll feel bad about herself. Her self-esteem goes out the window if she looks at other women that she deems to be prettier than her, either lighter than her, got a bigger butt than her, you name it. Also, that Mars conjunct Saturn can make her very much about like having that hardened ego. Like I said last night, with somebody else having that Mars conjunct Saturn. And her ego is really affected by her dealing with other people. Oh, thank you, Sunny Moon. Her ego is very much affected by her comparing herself to other people with that Libra energy. So to basically add the Pisces element into it, because this is a Pisces live stream, she basically is dealing with an inferiority complex, because Pisces can produce an inferiority complex. And also it can result in being too impressionable. And it can also bring this whole desire to live a glamorous life. So in her mind, being part, having that glamorous life is to also have the perfect body or the perfect face. Her being very idealistic, her even having this vision of what she wants her image to become. That's very much Pisces as well. And remember, I said Pisces, like Virgo, the opposite sign of Pisces, does have a perfectionistic streak with it too. But I said with Pisces, it's more on the visionary end. So it's like K Michelle has this vision of how she wants to look, and it's unrealistic. And that's part of the reason, well, I'll say one of the main reasons why she ended up messing herself up like that. Now, she has a Capricorn South Node. I'm going to get to your super chats in a minute. Thank you, y'all. She has a Capricorn South Node, so that can make her too much about the material world. So that 18th degree, Chiron at the 18, Mars at the 18, that's kind of feeding into that Capricorn South Node, where it's like she's too focused on material gains. She's too focused on status and recognition as well. And Capricorns can be very hard on themselves, that Capricorn South Node people in particular. So she really has it bad. The Cancer North Node points to her basically just wanting to be more feminine, her wanting to really play up her femininity. And she does it really well, which is evidenced by her Pisces sun being in trine with her Cancer North Node. In terms of the butt influence, you need to look at Jupiter. She does have Jupiter in Scorpio. And what is Jupiter doing? Let me pull up this chart. Let me see. Actually, Jupiter is not in bad shape at all. Jupiter's making a trine with her sun. That alone can just deal with improvements through plastic surgery because Jupiter's in Scorpio. But it can also deal with her getting a bigger butt and her becoming partly famous for that, and how that turned into a reality show or a reality series or whatever like that. So that's very interesting that Jupiter is not in bad shape, but she does have Uranus making some noise, and not good noise, in her chart. And Uranus is in Sagittarius, and that can deal with changes in terms of your butt or other areas of the body ruled by Sagittarius. So she has Uranus making a sesqui square with the Cancer North Node. She also has Uranus making a semi square with Saturn. So that right there, it's Uranus that's the culprit in terms of the problems with her butt, the abnormalities, which is represented by Uranus, and just the changes that she was undergoing with her butt, and how it created a lot of emotional upset for her with that Cancer North Node sesqui square. Then it's making a semi square with her Capricorn South Node as well. And that could deal with her being basically belittled for, remember that whole episode where she was on Instagram or something, and she was like twerking and dancing and stuff, and then her booty dropped, and like then she clapped back at people making fun of her and stuff like that. But that's some classic Pisces humiliation, because Pisces rules humiliation, and basically that's what happened in that situation. Now, before I go on, let me just take care of Kauai Honey and also NYC. So, Kauai, you said, will my future career involve creativity and arts? I'm not a creative person, but I had my sun square Saturn. Will my future career involve creativity in the arts? But you're saying you're not a creative person. Okay. We'll see. Maybe you have, I feel like we all have some creativity within us. So I got the Knight of Wands. So that can be creativity right there. So I'm going to say, if that's really the direction you want to go in, definitely do it. Like, start exploring your creative potential right now. But I'll say that's a strong possibility. Thank you, NYC, for your super chat. You said my sun, Pisces sun, Aquarius moon, Mercury in Pisces, Venus and rising in Taurus. My sun, Gemini moon in Aquarius, Mercury in Taurus, Venus in Cancer, Leo rising, my Chiron in Taurus. What's our deal? So I take it you're having issues with both of your sons or one of your sons. So you said, my son, let me just read this again. You got a sun that's a Pisces, Aquarius moon. His Mercury's in Pisces as well. Venus and rising in Taurus. My sun is in Gemini, moon in Aquarius, just like your sun. And then you have Mercury in Taurus, Venus in Cancer. Also Leo rising. My Chiron in Taurus. What's our deal? So in terms of that, like, I don't know, when you say what's our deal, do you mean like, why are you guys not getting along? I will say, with you just being a Leo rising, you might end up bending over to backwards a bit too much, or your son might expect you to bend over backwards a bit too much for him. Might expect you to carry him in some cases, especially with him being a Pisces, but I could be wrong. You might be doing too much for him at times, and maybe he's taking you for granted. Being a Leo rising, because again, when you have a Leo rising, you could have a child that demands a lot of your time and attention and a lot of your focus. And then if your Leo ascendant is squaring his Venus and Taurus ascendant, that can be problematic as well, because he might feel like, he's not being valued as an individual at times. Let me see what the cards say. But yeah, you can let me know if anything I'm saying like rings a bell. Both of y'all have Aquarius moons, which can cause y'all to be very willful. It can cause y'all both to want to have the last word. So, y'all could be going back and forth if you're not careful. And then I don't know if your Chiron's in his 12th house or in his first house. The first house Chiron can be more problematic. All right, let me pull a card and see what's what. Thank you for your super chat, Divine Elegance. I got Temperance, which is a card of moderation. And that basically means that, you give a little, you'll get a little. And that could be for both of you. It can mean that both of you guys need to find middle ground. Nobody's going to win in this case. Basically, you could look at that. So y'all need to come to some type of compromise and basically allow each other to, have, your say, and be very, I'll just say this. He may feel like you're not valuing like some of his opinions and like viewpoints and stuff like that at times. So you got to be careful with that. So you said, yes, you're right. It's like a Molly the damn maid. I want to know, will we have a good parent-child relationship? My Chiron is in his first house. Okay. So yeah. So it is really up to you to meet him where he's at least right now. I don't know how old he is, but like I said, it has to be this more of a give and take type of thing where you're willing to compromise on certain issues, and where he has to be willing to pull more of his weight to do more of what he's expected to do. So the best thing you need to do, though, is have a conversation with him because of that Aquarius moon. You don't want to start just bossing him around and telling him this has to be done and all this type of stuff. So, and make the conversation lighthearted. Like, don't make it all heavy and stuff like that. But try to get through to him in a very logical and practical way. And that should help. But yeah, y'all got to find a middle ground. And like I said, you're not going to win with him. So you're going to have to really try to make some compromises on your part without being a doormat for him at the same time. Queen Dara said, where's his father? Where's his father? All right, Divine Elegance. Hope that helps, NYC. So you said, should I continue seeing my Virgo lover or move on to someone new? I'm a Gemini sun, Cap moon. Hey, Cap moon like me. Venus in Cancer, Mars in Pisces. He's a sun, moon, Venus, Lord have mercy. Sun, moon, Venus, and Virgo and Lord Jesus. I know he a freak in the bedroom though. That's why you staying in this situation for him longer than what you really want to. You like, I ain't trying to give up that good dick though. So he's a Sun, Moon, Venus, and Virgo, and Scorpio, Mars. All right. I bet you he can eat that kitty cat like it ain't no tomorrow. Should you continue seeing your Virgo lover or move on to someone new? Okay, let's see. Mm-mm-mm. He be like, let me love you down. Every time you about to go out the door, every time you ready to leave his ass, he be like, let me love you down. Even if it takes all night, let me love you down. Oh, child, I got the death card. But I got in the challenge position, just like I said, I got the Queen of Pentacles. You ain't trying to let that D go. You ain't trying to let it go, but I got the death card, which means, yeah, it's time to move on. You've basically gotten all, and then it ends with the Seven of Swords. Please. That means it's time to move on to somebody better. There's somebody better out there, but he could be your in the meantime, in between time. Because as long as he ain't being too much of an asshole, I'm like, yeah, you can keep him around till that new guy comes into your life. Let me love you down. Mm-hmm. All right, so we were talking about K. Michelle. Let me see if I want to say anything else about her chart. But y'all get what I'm saying about her being a Pisces. Then she got that Aquarius energy. And some women that have Venus in Aquarius, they are very much into, progressiveness in terms of beauty and stuff. So she's the type that may jump on the latest cosmetic procedure and shit. She don't mind having things that are artificial. Divine said, you are right. He's good in bed. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I told you she ain't trying to give up that good dick right about now. But yeah, but it is about time for you to mosey on down the road. But yeah, so K. Michelle also has that Aquarius energy, Venus in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius. And that can make her very open to, again, progressive forms of beauty treatments, especially with that Venus in Aquarius, where she may not mind having an artificial look. Some women don't mind having that look where it look like they are made of plastic. So yeah, she got that. And then again, that Jupiter in Scorpio, it basically says it all. It says it all. And then especially at the 10th degree, because that could deal with a cycle of surgeries. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So who else did I want to talk about? Just give me a minute. I did want to talk about Neptune and Pisces and how it is a big contributor in how messed up this world is at this point in time. So Neptune and Pisces, it's produced some great things on the positive, and it's produced some like medical breakthroughs, you can say. Some great, I can't even say movies, because Hollywood, they've been like really just slipping over the past decade or even more. So I can't even say Neptune and Pisces brought out some really good movies, but I will say in terms of like video technology and stuff like that, and Neptune and Pisces brought forth like the Oculus and all that type of stuff, like video game graphics and all that have gotten increasingly better and all that type of stuff. What is, speaking of technology, what is this 4K? Can somebody please explain this to me? Like, it'll be a video on YouTube and then it'll be like 4K. What's that mean? I'm not good at that. Like, this technology stuff. Is that like the highest quality video quality you can get now? Like, what is this 4K? Oh, so you want me to talk about Kanye and Kim's Pisces moon? That's like them both drowning in a sea of misery together. Oh, so it's resolution. So it's like a high resolution. High resolution. Okay, got it. Because I'm like, what the hell is this 4K? All right. So, K. Michelle, we're done. Yeah, since Kanye West has been in the news, let me pull up his chart again, and then I'll pull up Kim's chart as well. We can look at his chart, especially in terms of how things are going with his children. So, Kanye West has Scorpio on his fifth house cusp. And Scorpio can be challenging when it comes. Scorpio went on the fifth, can be challenging in the area of children. Okay, so it's the quality of the video. So, I'm sorry, Scorpio on the fifth house cuts can produce challenges with children, especially in terms of custody and child support. And then with Uranus being conjoined to that fifth house, know what that makes me think of? That makes me think of that dude y'all were talking about last night. The one that Kim is currently seeing. What's his name? Pete something? Because didn't y'all say that he was friends with Kanye West first? And he got Uranus on the fifth house cusp like that. And he might hate the fact that his former friend is all being chummy with his kids and stuff like that, in addition to Kim. Pete. Yeah, that's his name. So Scorpio on the fifth can produce some power struggles involving children. Again, like I said, it can produce problems with custody and child support. And it can deal with having a child, at least one of your children could be defiant. One of your children could really test your patience. But also just bonding with his children is a major theme as well. Now, let me see about. So Pluto is in Libra and it's ruling his fifth house. So that could deal with him being in and out of court over child support or child custody or what have you. And then Pluto in the fourth house, that's dealing with visitation. Pluto is squaring his ascendant, Cancer ascendant, and that can point to challenges with not having his children in his home all the time like he may want. And then let me see where Mars is at. Mars is in Taurus, conjoined to Venus and Chiron. So that reinforces the custody and child support themes. And also that could deal with, at some point, he could be concerned with the safety and security of his children. But more so, I think this is mainly dealing with him being possessive. So he could be, because at the end of the day, I see Kanye West as like a full-blown narcissist. So, narcissists, they can use people as pawns. They can use people as, they could treat people as extensions of themselves, treat people as possessions. And that's how I'm kind of seeing how he might treat his children. He might use his children as pawns at times. Or you could look at it on the flip side. He might accuse Kim of using his children as a pawn. But I see that really coming from him too. Let's be real. I mean, Kim is a Libra. Kanye is a Gemini. Which one is more level-headed? Just in general. Mahogany said he doesn't want Pete around his children because he made a lot of child molestation jokes. What? Now that's some hot tea. I didn't know that. So that's right with what I'm saying about that Uranus and Scorpio on the fifth house cusp, how he got a problem with Pete being around his children. I didn't know that. Wow. So he got himself a clone of Kim K? Yeah, because at the end of the day, it was never about Kim K as an individual. He basically, it was about her just fitting some image. It was about her being an object more so. Her being one of his possessions, somebody to make him look good, make him look better. Queen said Kanye told Kim that. I disagree. I think that Kanye really loves his kids and Kim does everything for clout. Now, again, in my opinion, Kanye is a full-blown narcissist. So when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, you really got to question their love for their children. Now, he might say he loves his children in depth and all this type of stuff, but my thing is the way he be acting out and stuff. Number one, once you have children, you do have to think about, okay, how some of my behavior could make them feel. So the way he be going crazy and shit, but maybe this is him being bipolar or whatever. He can't control it. But I'm just saying, the way he be kicking up drama, I'm just like, is it really about your kids? Or is it about you constantly needing to be in the media, constantly needing to be in the public eye, constantly getting this attention and validation? He got that moon in Pisces, which can make him be delusional at times, can make him play the role of the victim, especially with respect to a woman. And he can have a hard time letting go of a woman as well, which it seems like he's doing with Kim. But it seems like mainly because he really doesn't have, I was about to say he really doesn't have a replacement, but somebody's saying that he already got with a woman that's like Kim's clone. But yeah. So Kanye again with his overblown ego, Sun conjoined to Jupiter and Gemini, and then it's opposing Neptune. Those are the times where he's been hospitalized, that Sun opposition Neptune. But a lot of times it can produce somebody that will go off on some delusional track. They could derail at times and just lose it. They could act like somebody is out to get them, somebody's out to ruin them, somebody is basically either spying on them or whatever. But I wouldn't be surprised if, because this could be flipped onto his children, I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye sometimes has his children follow, because that's what that could deal with as well. So he might be so paranoid with that Pisces moon that he may not trust Kim to the point where he might start to have her followed by somebody. Just where he's saying, "Oh, because I'm watching after the kids," especially if this Pete guy stays into the picture. And it's interesting that somebody mentioned about the child molestation jokes that this Pete has said, because I have to admit, like, Pete has that look. He got that just strange look where I wouldn't be surprised if he was into that type of filth. I'm just saying. And I know Kim ain't no saint, but I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure she's more level headed than Kanye is. See, I think Kim Kardashian, again, her being a Libra, she knows exactly what she's doing in all cases. So, like, for instance, the sex tape with Ray J, of course, she knew what she was doing. Getting with Kanye, she knew what she was doing. But you have to ask yourself, did Kanye know what he was doing? Did Kanye know what he was getting himself into? Because I think that Kanye don't even fully know who he is. And that's very much dealing with that Sun opposition Neptune. And remember, I was saying with his Sun square moon, he needs an anchor. And NYC, you're mentioning his mother. Remember, I was like, his mother was his anchor at one point. He tried to make Kim his anchor, but that didn't work. So NYC said, right, the love Kanye got from his mother is the purest love he's ever had. Trey said, people lose their minds every day, B. Right? I don't think it's that people hate Geminis. It's just that it is what it is. Now, Geminis don't have any problem telling people about themselves and, making remarks and stuff like that. Gemini is very vocal. But it seems like when somebody says something about Gemini that actually is very verifiable, Gemini can get bent out of shape. And I'm like, I don't get it. But y'all supposed to be so open-minded. I didn't realize Gemini was so sensitive. I thought y'all let a lot of shit roll off y'all back. But I noticed that, yeah. I've been meaning to watch that Kanye documentary. I haven't gotten around to it. So you think Donda's spirit is protecting him? You said Gemini's been having it the hardest. Well, it could be that Neptune and Pisces messing with y'all. because eventually it's going to square all y'all suns. So I could see where Geminis could be going through it, especially with Neptune squaring some of y'all suns. But I like Geminis. Like Callie said, Geminis are dope. I fuck with Gemini hard. Aquarian Essence said, I love it when Gemini tells someone about themselves. Mm-hmm. And they don't bat an eye. Like, they don't, like, it ain't no wavering, nothing when it's time to for them to tell somebody about themselves. All right. So, Kanye, let me pull up Kim. Now, another thing about that Pisces moon, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like men with Pisces moons, really, is because Pisces moon men, sometimes it's not about the woman herself, it's about her looking a certain way. Like her being a Barbie doll, her being this model type. So you see how he first got with Amber Rose, she was like the high profile girlfriend. She was like the model, not a traditional model, but more so like the hip hop honey model, stripper type of model. And then he gets with Kim Kardashian, who has this doll like image as well, more so like a Bratz doll. And that's very moon in Pisces, to have a fantasy girl or to be into models or to be into women that like to look like Barbie dolls or dress up like Barbie dolls and stuff. Like to come across as ultra feminine and stuff, even if they may not really be. Like if they could put on the makeup and the costumes. You got men that got Pisces moons that like their women to look glamorous and all that type of stuff. So that's where his Pisces moon comes in with that as well. But and another thing that goes along with that doll type of thing, and this is where a lot of Pisces men get it wrong. So a lot of them want the woman to be very submissive in addition to having that Barbie doll look. And the thing is, he found out with Kim that she is not that type. She might look like a doll or whatever, like a brat style, but then truth be told, she got a mind of her own. And some Pisces moon men, they kind of resent the fact that their woman does have her own mind and that she ain't just going to let him say anything to her or, do whatever he wants or whatever like that. Now let's look at Kim and her Pisces moon. I can imagine they went through many nights, her and her sisters, where they were just making fun of Kanye. Because he is an easy target. Okay, so Kim has that Pisces moon, and her moon is opposing Jupiter. That's like a lot of details about her life is brought out in the open. That's through that reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like, that's the epitome of that reality show. Jupiter in Virgo opposing that moon in Pisces. But that can also deal with, she goes through a long, drawn out grooming process in order to look the way she looks. Like when she takes everything off, I mean, we're talking about dog city. So she has to go through this long, drawn out grooming process to have that glamorous model type look. Truth be told, she ain't really a natural beauty. All that is waxing, makeup, plastic surgery. So yeah, it's like she's creating this illusion, and that opposition is just showing you all the steps that she has to take to pull off that illusion. And Kanye know it too, but Kanye don't care because, like I said, with his Pisces moon, he don't care that when she take off all her makeup, she just look like a plain Jane, plain Armenian Jane. What he cares about is, yeah, she can get done up and look like, she's just walked off of a centerfold or like she just walked out of Vogue magazine or whatever like that. So that's that. Let me see what else she got going on with this moon. So she got Moon, Quincunx, Sun, and Libra. That right there can deal with where she does have these secrets, maybe even like a hidden agenda for why she gets married. It can even mean that she'll isolate herself while she's in a marriage. So I would think once they had those kids, her and Kanye, like they were probably in separate rooms of the house, the mansion they were in. They probably really didn't spend much time together, things like that. When you see that Sun Quincunx moon like that, that's like she has her own little private life and she only shares so much with her husband. And if you think about it, like a perfect example would be when she was all ready to marry that Chris Humphreys. Did she actually marry him? Or did they get close to getting married and she backed out? Because basically, she's just looking for a guy that like he can just wear the husband suit, if you get what I'm saying, play that role. So he never lived with them? Wait a minute, Kanye never lived with her? Oh, wow. That makes sense. And then it's like she'll come together with him for photo ops, which is the Pisces moon. So she did marry Chris Humphreys for 73 days. Wow. Somebody's Queen said 46 days. New Eyes said 72. Regardless, that's less than 6 months. That's a very, very short marriage. But yeah, she thought she could just get a big dummy and him play the role of the husband. And mainly it was probably all for her to just get some kids at the end of the day. Let me see what else she got. She got Aries on the 5th. And then she got Mars in Sagittarius in the 12th. That can deal with her. Wasn't there some issue Kanye had with Kim Kardashian having pictures of the kids being taken, or basically her just having them in front of the camera? Oh, no. I think it was one of his daughters. He didn't like that she was on TikTok. And I think it was that Kim, she was basically being very free spirited with her kids, allowing them to have a TikTok account and stuff like that. Is that what was going on? One of the things, one of his complaints, wasn't it? Like about the TikTok? Because with Mars and Sagittarius ruling her 5th house, she could be very free spirited with her children. Like she could let her children get away with a lot. Yeah, I don't know why her and Reggie Bush didn't work out. So Kanye lives in a new state every year. That's so Gemini. Not saying all Geminis are like that, but that's very much his sun conjoined to Jupiter in Gemini. So she wants to make money off her kids. That's what it is. But yeah, so that can deal with that Mars in the 12th, ruling the 5th, where she could put her children in front of the camera rather early on, and maybe even have some of her children work in the industry at some point. Are they still doing that reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians? I try not to keep up with this hoe. I really do. That's why I don't know much about her life. But she got that Venus in Virgo. It's forming a trine with Chiron. That's part of what, keeps that money coming in. She got Mercury conjoined Uranus in Scorpio. She can be very ruthless and very vindictive in a very clever and very I'll even say maniacal way. Then it's squaring her south node and north node. Part of that is dealing with the issue with one of her sisters, probably Chloe, and the issue with the father. That's showing up in Kim's chart. How Chloe ain't their biological, fully biological, because they got the different dads. But then she even got different dads with the Jenner sisters. But yeah, something may happen with that Mercury squaring the nodes like that. Mercury conjoined to Uranus. She could get into a bad car accident at some point when she's with a friend. Could be the guy Pete. That Pete looks like bad news. I wouldn't be surprised if Kim Kardashian was looking at a turn of bad fortune as a result of dealing with this Pete guy. And one thing I will say about Gemini, and that would include Kanye West, sometimes they can see things real clearly when other people can't see it. So he might really be concerned about this Pete guy around the children, or just even being with Kim, period. And next thing you know, Kim and this dude, they getting into a bad car accident together. Maybe because dude was drinking too much or something. He looked like he's on something. But that can also deal with some issue with her friend being around her children, because Mercury and Uranus are squaring that Leo North Node. So that kind of points to what Kanye was saying about he don't like Pete being around those children because of those jokes he was making. Interesting. Yeah, she might be looking at a kind of bad turn of luck by being with this guy. She does have Venus square Neptune, which can deal with where she could have a partner that's real shady or crazy, or where they got some serious secrets. Interesting. She does have Sun conjunct Pluto on the most benign end. That could deal with where she gets with a guy that's very powerful, very influential. But on the negative end, she could get with a guy that is really underhanded in some type of way, a guy where sex might rule his life, a guy where he could be into some type of taboo behavior, might even be criminal behavior. So his moon and her moon, let's see how close they are. Oh, that's K Michelle. Where's Kanye? Hold on. So his moon is at 16 degrees. Her moon is at 28. So they're not close enough for them to be conjoined. But the fact that they both have Pisces moons, like I said, can result in both of them drowning in a sea of their own misery, self-created misery. Hey, Zelina, how we doing? We got another diggable planet up in the house. Did I miss any super chats? I don't think so. But yeah, enough about these two. Let's move on to another Pisces individual. And what's this? Okay. I think I'm all caught up. Let me check my email. Oh, Daniel, you sent me a a cash app. Thank you for your cash app. You said, should I embrace drawing, dancing, or writing lyrics? Now, do you mean one of the three? I think that's what you mean. So I'm just going to pull one card and see what I see. See if it's going to be more so drawing, dancing, or writing lyrics. I got the 5 of Cups. Why that look like more so writing lyrics? Because the 5 of Cups, that Cups is more so dealing with hearts, especially things where, you're heartbroken, or you could be yearning for something, or you could be longing for something. So I would say writing lyrics is what you need to focus on. That's what I say. Writing lyrics, writing from the heart, writing from, that place in you where you've dealt with hurt and pain. Tap into that, and you could probably write some beautiful lyrics as a result. Hey, RDK, how you doing? Kid tested, mother approved. We should do some trivia, because when I read RDK, it made me think of that saying. What cereal? Here's some trivia for y'all. What cereal had the motto, kid tested? I'm gonna type it in. Kid tested, And you can't Google. Don't Google. Kid tested, mother approved. There was a cereal that had the motto. Yes, Kicks. Siobhan got it. Yes. I need to come up with some more trivia. I like trivia. Yes, Millionaire got it. Traces on Asha got it. Kawhi got it. Kid tested, mother approved. Kicks. Tawa Kailito got it. Diana, yes. Queen Dara got it. Yup. That was one of the few cereals my mom would let me eat when I was young, because she wasn't down with all these sugary cereals. But she let us have Kicks, boy. And we could even put a little bit of sugar on top or put some fruit on top. Yeah. And then remember when didn't they come out with the fruity Kicks? Oh yeah, it was the berry Kicks. I remember that shit. Yup. Let me try to come up with another one. Another trivia real quick. Oh man, if something comes to me, I'll say it, but I can't think of anything right now. Captain Crunch, that would fuck your mouth up. You know, it'd be good at first. Know what I really like? What about this? What cereal? This is an easy one. Everybody should get this. They're great. What cereal? They're great. Nope, not Wheaties. I hated Wheaties. They're great. Come on, y'all. Y'all should get this. Yes, Frosted Flakes. What was the name of the guy? Yeah, Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger was cool as shit. He was a Mac. They're great. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I got one too. What about this one? They're magically delicious. Razor blade crunch. They're magically delicious. They're magically delicious. I never got into Honey Smacks. Yup, Lucky Charms. Know what cereal to me is the absolute worst on this planet? Grape nuts. I gotta type it because some y'all might not hear what I'm saying. Grape nuts. That right there is the worst cereal that they've ever put out. Grape nuts. I'd rather eat regular shredded wheat without the frosting than eat grape nuts. Yeah, frosted flakes. Remember grape nuts? That shit was. My mom used to buy that. She would put it in her yogurt. Sometimes she would just eat it with milk. And I remember sometimes we didn't have no other cereal but that. And I have to be forced to eat that. Yeah, it is like eating gravel. That shit is disgusting. Yeah, grape nuts. Don't even have a damn bit of grape in them. But you know what? I used to love some good old Raisin Bran. Especially not the kind by Kellogg's, the kind by Post. There was something with those Post flakes in the Raisin Bran, real good. Better than Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Oh, I got it. Silly Rabbit Tricks are for kids. That's Trick cereal. Yep. Silly Rabbit Tricks are for kids. Mm-hmm. Remember this? This product does a body good. What does a body good? I don't even know if they still have these commercials. Blank does a body good. Yes, wasn't Post Raisin Bran the best one? It was something about those flakes. They were real good. Yup, milk does a body good. Mm-hmm. Oh, what about this one? Blank, the other white meat. Blank, the other white meat. Somebody put cheese. Blank, the other white meat. Y'all remember those commercials? Yeah, pork. Yup. It was pork, the other white meat. How about this one? Blank, it's what's for dinner. Blank, it's what's for dinner. Beef. Yes, Dr. Ken. Remember those? I used to love those commercials. All right, couple of more, y'all. What about this one? What brand was this? And it was a food. Sorry, Charlie. He'd be like, "Sorry, Charlie." I used to love those commercials. Sorry, Charlie. Yes, don't you love trivia, Red Bunny? I love it. What food and brand would say sorry, Charlie? Star Kids. Yeah, with Star Kids tuna. Yep. Charlie the tuna. All right, what about this one? Y'all got to get this one. The best part of waking up is blank. Ah, ah, ah. The best part of waking up. The best. Yup, Folgers. It's Folgers in your cup. Yup. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all got to get this one. What company is this? It's a restaurant. To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Come on, y'all gotta get it. To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. McDonald's. She said McDonald's. Yes. Yes, McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Let me see if I can think of one more. We wear short shorts. Okay, there is some kids screaming their lungs out outside. What the hell? They're screaming bloody murder. We wear short shorts. What commercial was that? Yup, Nair. Remember Nair? Nair would tear your legs up. And that shit stunk. Anybody still use Nair? Yeah, I can't do Nair. That shit is strong. And they got the Nair for the bikini line. Nah, I can't do it. Mm-mm. Oh man, what was the other one? So goodbye. Wait a minute. Say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. What song is that? Say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. Never been done. Burned your V up, right? Yup, that's Big Red. Yup, with Big Red. They don't make songs like they used to with these commercials. Yup. Big Red will tear your mouth up too. Has anybody noticed that? Just chewing cinnamon gum for a long time will tear your mouth up. They didn't need to put a warning on cinnamon gum. I don't care if it's Big Red, Dentine, those red hot fireballs. That cinnamon, something in it will tear your mouth up. Aquarian Essence said they have special nair for the kitty. Just can't be nairing it all the time. Double your pleasure, double your fun. Those were the shits. Red Bunny said the commercials now are more about being woke than actually advertising, right? They took all the fun out of the commercials. Ellie said, why would you want pure cinnamon in your mouth, right? Yeah, that cinnamon gum, that shit is brutal. Mm-hmm. What about this one? Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. Nah, Folgers. You must be coming in late the mid-trick. Yeah, Kit Kat. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Now, while I'm in the middle of serenading, let me talk about a few more Pisces songs real quick from my list. Oh, and I do want to talk about Neptune and Pisces too, because it's creating a lot of havoc. And I feel like not enough is being said about Neptune and Pisces and the effect that it's producing upon the world. All right. What other songs I have? Remember that song? I saw you and him walking in the rain. You were holding hands and I never be the same. I saw you and him walking in the rain. You were holding hands and I never be the same. Yes, Orange Juice Jones. See, this woman, she thought she was gonna play him for a simp, and when he caught her ass walking in the rain, he was like, "Nah, bitch." He took back everything. Wait a minute, let me find the lyrics to this song, because some Pisces men will wisen up. Orange Juice Jones. Wait a minute. Tossing and turning, another sleepless night. The rain crashes against my window pane. Jumped into my car, didn't drive too far. That moment I knew I'd never be the same. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Now, once he catches her, he's like, hey, baby, how you doing? Come on in here. Got some hot chocolate on the stove waiting for you. Listen, first things first, let me hang up that coat. Yeah, how's your day? Did you miss me? Now, that's where Pisces men, they do have an advantage because they really can play the role like everything's normal up front, but then he just setting her up for the kill. So he's like, yeah, how's your day today? Did you miss me? Oh, yeah, you did? I miss you too. I miss you so much I followed you today. That's right. Now close your mouth because you cold busted. That's right. Now sit down here. Sit down here. I'm so upset with you, I don't know what to do. My first impulse was to run up on you and do a Rambo, whip out the jammy and full blast both of you. But I didn't want to mess up this $3,700 Lynx coat. So instead, I chilled. That's right, chilled. Then I went to the bank, took out every dime, and then I went and canceled all those credit cards. Yeah, that's right. All your charge accounts. Yeah, I stuck you up for every piece of jewelry I ever bought you. Yeah, that's right. Everything. Everything. They fool out with me. Nah, don't go. You ain't ever go. Don't go looking in that closet because you ain't got nothing in there. Everything you came here with is packed up and waiting for you in the guest room. That's right. What was you thinking about, huh? So, yeah, sometimes Pisces, man, they will wisen up. They will spring it on you and do some slick shit like that. Catch you walking in the rain with your man. Yup. Now close your mouth because you cold busted. I saw you and him walking in the rain. You were holding hand. All right, here go another Pisces song. So again, this is more on the Pisces simping. This is more on the Pisces of I'm oblivious. I don't know what's going on. This is an oldie but goodie. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time. Mr. Telephone Man, this motherfucker is not getting the hint that his woman don't want nothing to do with him. She's hanging up every time he calls. But he thinks something's wrong with her phone. He just don't want to believe it. He don't want to face reality. He's totally delusional. So he calls the phone company talking about, Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time. This was before they even had caller ID, yo. She could just tell by the ring that it was his sorry ass. And he still ain't getting the hint. Mr. Telephone Man, something's wrong with my line. I tried to dial her number. He said, I tried calling information. And then he got his dumbass friends backing him up. Mr. Telephone Man, I can't get no cooperation. Sister on the phone telling me my baby ain't at home. I just can't take this no more. And then Ricky, no, that's Mike Bivens. Please, operator, tell me what you can do. I dialed the right number, but I still couldn't get through. See, sometimes they can be too delusional. Thinking, oh yeah, there must be some act of God that's preventing her from picking up the phone or whatever. She don't want your ass no more. Get over it. But yeah, Mr. Telephone Man, that is a classic Pisces simp song. When I dialed 611, pay a service, she said, hello, may I help you, please? A minute later, I got the operator saying, please hang up and place your call again. But yeah, that is a simp ass song. All right, what else we got? Okay, this is for my old heads. And this is more of a heartfelt song. But y'all remember Teddy Pendergrass? You're my latest and my greatest. My latest, my greatest inspiration. Inspiration, that's very Pisces. Yeah, so that's a real good song. Things never look clearer. Peace within never felt nearer. And my burden's gone. Turn into a song. Tender as a baby's touch. I needed you all so much. Who knows that? Who knows that song by Teddy? You're my latest. I might have to listen to some Teddy tonight. And my greatest, my latest, my greatest inspiration. You inspire me higher. And then what about Isley Brothers? Can I go on my way without you? Whoa, how can I know? Set sail with me. This is such a Pisces song. To a paradise out beyond the sea. Sing it with me. Atlantis, it's back to you. I'll always come back to you. That song is called Voyage to Atlantis. If you never heard that song, check it out. Oh my God. That's one of my favorite Isley Brothers songs. Atlantis. That song will just take you away. It'll put you in another dimension. It's back to you. I'll always come back to you. Very, very Pisces song. Oh yeah, I love me some Summer Breeze. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. All right. Who else we got that's a Pisces that we got to talk about? We talked about Common last night. We talked about Erica briefly, but I don't know if I feel like getting into her chart. I feel like I talked about her enough over the years. Who else we got? Talked about K. Michelle. Let me see. In terms of models and glamour, Pisces rules models and glamour, so it would make sense that one of the most popular models out there, supermodels back in her day, Cindy Crawford, is a Pisces. So she really basically worked that Pisces energy the way she was supposed to, because Pisces rules models. So I just wanted to throw her in the mix. All right, let's pull up this dude because I want to take a survey and see what type of feedback I get on him, because I'm still kind of torn dealing with this dude. Like, I don't know if I should like really believe what he's selling, or is he just another snake oil salesman? Is he just another god damn, those choppers he got. Lord Jesus. And sometimes some Pisces can have that awkwardness to them, and he definitely is bringing the awkwardness. Who's this, y'all? I believe those are dentures, because I'm like, god damn. Who's that? And let me know, anybody in the chat, if you ever paid for one of his like shows or presentations, if you ever went to one of them. Yes, that's Tony Robbins. How do y'all feel about him? If you think that he's legit, like, what is he called? Like, is he a motivational speaker? Is he a life coach? Like, what is he? Regardless, I know he does a lot of these speeches and stuff. Now, if you feel like he is legit and he's really doing this because this is his passion and he really wants to help people, press a 1. If you feel like he's just in this for the money and he's more on the snake oil salesman end, press 2. Again, I'm not sure about this dude, but something about him just does not sit right with me. I don't know if it's the dentures in his mouth. I mean, that mouth is scary if you really think about it. He got a Joker mouth. So just having a Joker mouth alone, I'm pressing 2. That's my vote. I'm putting 2 just off of that Joker mouth. Sometimes, and he got a Joker nose. Sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover. Diana said, I'm worried his denture's going to pop out. Now, with him being a Pisces, he could have some hidden agenda. He could be a bit slimy. And he did basically, he got into some hot water a couple of times with a woman. I think a woman even sued him for the way he was talking to her son during one of his presentations. But let's look at him in action. Let me see if I could pull up a video. Hopefully I won't get dinged for it, because I just want to see him in action real quick. But yeah, something about him don't sit right with me. I'm trying to get like a scandal. Let me put scandal, because you know me, I like shit to be salacious. Uh-oh, new allegations. Oh, but that's 2 years ago. But we'll pull this up.
Allegations in the target.
Okay, he's a big dude too, but he one of them big awkward looking dudes. And I think he was born with some type of disability, so he can't really help the way he looks. So here's about one of his scandals.
Tony Robbins sex scandal. Several more women are accusing the self-help guru of inappropriate behavior.
And tonight, unfortunately, you can add a tinge of racism to this story CBS 2's Tom Wade is here now with some
Racism.
video that we just found out about tonight, right?
Yeah, Pat, Jeff, it's really ugly, and we should probably even warn our viewers. It's just really hard to watch. The video posted by BuzzFeed shows Robbins giving a presentation and using the N-word multiple times. Tonight, Robbins' lawyers are defending him, saying the decades-old video is from a speech meant to empower people.
As long as a man can look at you and say,
New video posted tonight by BuzzFeed News shows Tony Robbins in the 1980s repeatedly using the N-word. BuzzFeed reports that Robbins was making a presentation to a small crowd about racial differences. Robbins reportedly used this language to illustrate a point about control and power.
as long as somebody's calling you and get that kind of response I see in you right now, when you're ready to explode, then what you've done is given that person absolute control of you.
The extremely offensive video comes in the wake of accusations of sexually inappropriate behavior against Robbins. One of his accusers is Sophia Koikis, who spoke with us about the first time she attended a Tony Robbins seminar in Hawaii back in the early 1990s.
First of all, them shorts. I don't trust no dude that's wearing some shorts like that. I just had to throw that out there.
The time she first met the self-help guru.
He grabbed my hand and put it towards his crotch for me to feel it. And I remember trying to pull my hand away, and he had a good grip on it.
She is now one of 4 new women who have come forward in a BuzzFeed News article released yesterday.
Did she say that he had a good grip on it? God damn. Okay, Tony.
Accusing Robbins of sexual misconduct. In a 6-minute video posted by Robbins on YouTube, the 59-year-old addresses the allegations, essentially calling them false.
And you read the actual articles, you'll see the facts don't support what they talk about at all. And more importantly, if you do your homework, you'll see the people they're quoting are saying that they're misrepresenting and flat out lying to them. If there's anything I've ever said or ever done that sincerely offended anybody, hurt anybody's feelings, or they felt anything of that nature, just didn't support you, I apologize.
And on the racist video, Robbins' lawyer said in a statement to BuzzFeed the presentation was positive and was accepted in the context in which it was conducted, a passionate discussion about racism and how to rise above it. Pat, back to you.
All right.
Now let me pull up his chart real quick. Tony Robbins. I thought I had it in my files, but I don't. But I want to see if he got anything questionable in his chart dealing with sexual activity. So he's a 29, which can produce conflict with women. He's one of them leap year Pisces babies, February 29th. So yeah, you got to watch them. You had two other very dark-sided Pisces that were born on February 29th, both serial killers, Eileen Wuornos and Richard Ramirez. So Tony Robbins was born February 29th, 1960. I think he got the same birthday as Richard Ramirez. I'm almost certain. He got the same birthday as Richard Ramirez. What's that tell you? He gonna be working with some of that evil energy. And then let me see what time he was born. So he was born in Glendora, California. And let me see, at 8:10 p.m. 8:10 p.m. He probably gave his mother hell coming out the birth canal. Oh, man. Glendora, California, because he got a big-ass head. His mother probably died cussing and screaming when he was coming out. All right, let's see what's going on with this dude. Uh-oh, I meant to tell y'all about this Chiron transit I'm dealing with. Because I'm starting to feel that, that's Kanye West chart. Hold on. All right. He got Mars conjunct Venus in Aquarius. That's all I need to see, really. Because that can make him be very forceful, very willful when it comes to women, thinking he can have his way with women, where he may feel like it's okay just to reach out and grab one. He got both Mars and Venus squaring Neptune. That could deal with where he don't give a fuck about boundaries. He's like, fuck your boundaries, especially since he's a Pisces. So when she said that, one chick was like, yeah, he grabbed my crotch and he grabbed it real tight and he wouldn't let that shit go. That's very much dealing with this Mars, Venus conjunction squaring that Neptune like that. Neptune and Scorpio. He could cross boundaries sexually. Then he got a moon in Aries, which can make him impulsive. And then it's making a quincunx with that Virgo North Node, which can make him immoderate. Like he's lacking modesty, lacking basically, the decorum. It's like when you really get him behind closed doors, that's when you really see his true nature come out. He also has Moon square Saturn, so he may have a problem with respecting women. He may not respect women. I'm almost certain he don't respect women. Now that Moon square Saturn, the Moon in Aries, that's his big ass head too. And then squaring that Saturn in Capricorn, that mean it took a long time to find the right dentures for his ass. So they had to settle upon them joker ass teeth. But yeah, because he got a special ass skull, it probably took a while with that Moon in Aries squaring Saturn and Capricorn for them to find the right teeth to match his big ass jaw and shit. And when he talk, why it sound like he got a bunch of spit in his mouth that he needs to just spit out? That right there could deal with that Venus square Neptune in Scorpio, where he is carrying an excess amount of spit in his mouth and he needs to spit like every 5 seconds. But of course, when he's giving a presentation, he can't. Yeah, he got the Mercury conjoined to the Pisces South Node, which can make him basically prone to dishonesty, prone to running scams, prone to be sleazy, prone to be just slimy, where he is dealing with some, deception going on. Yeah, there's a lot of shit about him. Then Mercury and the South Node are squaring Jupiter and Sagittarius too. So he definitely got issues with telling the truth. Yup. And he don't walk the walk. He talk the talk, but he don't walk the walk. That's the epitome of that Mercury, South Node in Pisces squaring Jupiter and Sagittarius. He talk the talk, but he don't walk the walk. Yeah. I knew there was something up with this dude. I didn't trust him. All right, we got who else? What y'all think about Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Y'all think he's straight, or do you think he's using women as a cover? You think he's using women as a beard? He's another Pisces. Remember I said you got some Pisces men that can be quite fluid. And I kind of see Floyd Mayweather Jr. as being a little fluid. There's a lot of gas swishing around, a little sugar in his tank. Let me see if I can get... I know I have his chart. Let me see. Know what else is a Pisces song? Hold on. Is it under Mayweather? I'm gonna tell y'all what another Pisces song is in a minute. And this one deals with paranoia. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Now, wasn't that guy, isn't that Barry Gordy's son? That guy Rockwell that did that song? Yeah, and Michael Jackson had to help him out or else nobody was checking for that song. So you realize Michael Jackson had to be on the hook. And Michael got a Pisces moon. No, you didn't. When I put my hand up on your hip, when I did, you did, we did. What made you come up with that? What made you think about that song? I'm going to hurt you. Now you're going to have me thinking about that song all night. I put my hand up on your hip. When I did, you did, we did. I'm done. But yeah, I always feel like somebody's watching me. That's just your Pisces paranoia. That's all. All right, who else are we looking at? Oh, I'm looking for Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s chart. Oh, here it is. So Floyd Mayweather Jr., he got Mars and Aquarius. Aquarius. And then it's squaring Uranus and Scorpio. That's very suspect. That square right there between Mars and Uranus like that, that can be a guy that is gay or he's attracted to men, but he's not comfortable coming out the closet. He ain't comfortable expressing that side of himself. He might really get a hard on even in the ring with some of these dudes. I always feel like somebody's watching me. So it's like Floyd Mayweather, he'll like go to these strip clubs and stuff, make it rain on these women, but really he trying to get with a man. That's what I'm seeing. I don't really see him really being into women like that. I always feel like he does have Venus opposition Pluto, so he might really just be using women again, so that can help him to remain undercover. But yeah, some of these men that are really like into boxing and stuff, some of them do have some strong homosexual tendencies because they're around men all the time and they be looking at men's bodies being all ripped and stuff. They be getting off on the displays of strength and masculinity and all that type of stuff. What, you think Floyd is a bottom? Oh yeah, Mariah Carey Fantasy. Sweet fantasy, baby, when I close my eyes. You said, I don't know. You said Pisces song, and that's the first song that popped into my mind. I would agree. That is a Pisces song because that shit don't make no damn sense. It's just silly. I put my hand up on your hip. The video, too, it was so low budget. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Oh, yeah, he do be wearing them jeggings, too, don't he? Who's Jason Pitts from The Game? I never liked that show, The Game. My daughter used to love that show. NYC said his ex was pregnant with twins and she aborted them real quick. What, Floyd Mayweather's ex? Yeah, she said definitely a power bottom. You said his MCM list longer than yours. Damn. Wait a minute, you think Floyd Mayweather is fine or are you talking about somebody else? So yeah, Floyd, he's very suspect with those aspects, especially Mars and Aquarius, squaring Uranus and Scorpio. I could deal with too. He likes them abnormally large. Like he likes his butthole to get ripped up. Like honestly, like he might have had to get it sewn up a few times. Like doctor had to give him that talking to. Doctor had to say, "Look, Floyd, I'm not trying to get into your business. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but you got to lay off the ass play. It's going to be too much." He likes toys up there too. Trust and believe with that Mars and Aquarius. Ciao. When he wants somebody to beat it up, put some boxing gloves on and just start tagging that hole. Boom, 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 pop. Siobhan said the girls are just for show for Floyd. Yep. Pretty boy Floyd. Wait a minute. NYC said, according to T.S. Madison, he's a blouse. What's that mean? Does that mean he's a bottom? I remember American Gladiator. I got into that show for a minute. Yep. He got Mr. Hand's tendency. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. It's on. It's on. Did I tell you about the time I used to live below the gay couple? And this is how I found out that some gay guys, like if they're, in a relationship, like they like to wrestle and stuff and play fight. And that's what they would be doing upstairs. Quite every now and then you would hear all this tussling on the floor. And yeah. And then I remember one day, you know, I just put two and two together and I was like, because it wasn't just tussling that you heard on the second floor, it was this heavy breathing that went along with the tussling. And I was just like, oh, okay. So that's how, okay. That's how they, okay. Mm-hmm. For some reason, it's very common that I have gay neighbors, the gay males, that is. I also used to live over a gay couple. I told y'all, if y'all been watching my live streams for a while, I know I had to tell y'all about the story about the gay couple that was always fighting, domestic violence situation, and that shit used to scare me. And one of the dudes was a Sagittarius, and he came to my door one day and fell, like as soon as I opened the door, he fell into my house, and his thigh was all cut up and bleeding and shit. Sagittarius dude, and you know Sagittarius rules the thighs. And he was a black guy, and his boyfriend was like half native and half white, I think. And his boyfriend was on meth. And I kid you not, at least like twice a week, these two would be going at it. But it would be mainly the Native American white dude that would be acting a fool, screaming at the top of his lungs. He'd be saying stuff like, kill me! Or he'd be like, fuck you! And then sometimes, like one time he broke the sliding glass door in their apartment. Another time he kept kicking the door, trying to like kick the door in. And I used to be upstairs. My anxiety would be through the roof because I'd be like, I don't know, should I call the cops or should I just mind my business? It was horrible. And then, like I said, that one night when the black dude knocked on my door for help, he like when I talk about drama queen, drama king actually, because he was a masculine one. When I tell you though, the way he fell into my apartment, I was like, come on, dude. And he was just wearing underwear. So he had on like a t-shirt and all he had on was his tighty whities and some socks. He even had shoes on. And he basically just falls into my apartment. And he's all like, call 911. My boyfriend just stabbed me. And while we're waiting for 911, I'm giving him a lecture about how he's a Sagittarius and why is he letting somebody pick on him? Why is he letting this little dude? Because this Sagittarius dude, he had muscles, like he was built. And you could tell he could take this little dude. And I was like, how you going to let this little dude push you around? You a Sagittarius. No. And he was just like, but if I put my hands on him, they're going to take me to jail because, you know, I'm going to put some marks on him and all this stuff. And I was like, damn, you do got a point. But yeah, the cops were called several times to the apartment dealing with that couple. I don't even know how I'm on this topic right now. Oh, I guess because we're talking about Floyd Mayweather. But yeah, I always got neighbors where they're bringing some type of drama. Now, I'm not saying Sagittarius are all tough, but I have to admit, you know, maybe he had something soft in his chart. Maybe his moon was in Pisces and it was squaring his Sagittarius energy. I don't know, but I expected more out of a Sagittarius. Like he wasn't even like one thing about Sagittarius, we get very angry. He wasn't even very angry at dude for stabbing him. I'm like, I would have been pissed. Like, I'm just saying, I don't think I could let somebody stab me and me not do something back to them. I don't know what, I can't remember what his boyfriend sign was. He might have been a Gemini. But yeah, he was crazy. And his the black dude even told me that his boyfriend had some mental health issues, like he was borderline personality disorder, but he also did admit that he would take meth. So during those times when he'd be freaking out like that, he'd be on that meth, acting crazy, scaring me and shit. Thank God he didn't have a gun. I don't think the black dude was on drugs. And when he stumbled into my apartment, he seemed very sober. But yeah, that was a sad situation. Then after they moved, the next guy that moved in, he was gay. And he thought he was just Mr. Hot Thing. with he was like in his, I swear this dude was like in his 60s. He was like 65 at least, walking around, strutting around with no shirt on, with some shorts. And I remember when he first moved in, he knocked on my door asking me if he could borrow my Wi-Fi. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know you like that. Then later on, I did feel kind of guilty. But he was pretty cool. And I do remember when I moved from that place, he did, you know, he was all like, bye, it was nice having you as a neighbor and stuff like that. But yeah, what would trip me about this dude though, he loved to walk around with no shirt on, trying to still flex for the dudes out there. Mm-hmm. Then the other neighbor to the side of us, I told you one time he was butt ass naked on the balcony. I tell you, that's my Chiron in the third house. I be having some crazy ass neighbors, butt ass naked neighbors, domestic violence neighbors, just some crazy ass shit. Yeah, that's why I didn't feel comfortable with him using my Wi-Fi. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. You say he wanted some brown sugar. He wanted some D, I'm sure. He wanted what I couldn't give him. But yeah, he wasn't a bad dude. Like, he pretty much kept to himself. And I think he was renting out that place as an Airbnb for a minute too, which was kind of strange to me. But anyway, let's see who else we can come up with. And I'm not going to be on too much longer. Let's not forget that nasty ass Harvey Weinstein. He's a Pisces. I'm not even going to get into his chart because I did a video about him. So if you want to check out that video, it's somewhere in my list of videos. I think I did that video like a couple of years ago. But just remember, some of the creepiest fools out there are Pisces, like that Harvey Weinstein. And remember, Pisces can cross boundaries. Let me see. Eileen Wernotes, like I said, I want to do a separate video on her. I might be doing that in the next couple of days. Know who else was like really fucked up in the head that was a Pisces? And for this, you got to be into history. But let me just pull up a picture of him so we could put a face to the name. Ew, he was ugly too. Why a lot of these evil people are ugly as shit? They can't find a better picture of this dude? Hold on. Ew. Of course, that's a website file, web file. Oh, God, look at that face. Hold on. I'm going to get use this picture because it looks real. I can't even save that one. It's like somebody don't want me to pull up a picture of him, I guess. There's another one. It's like they're making these pictures less and less available. Hold on. See? Keeps on saying WEBP file. Won't even let me save it. Somebody don't want me to talk about this dude. Okay, finally. Now, if this face doesn't say creep, I don't know what else is. Another creep that was a Pisces was John Wayne Gacy, one of the most prolific serial killers. But this guy, he was a serial killer too. Does anybody know who that is? This is going to be a hard one for most people. So I'll already just say who he is. This is Joseph Mengele. He was one of the most notorious Nazis during Hitler's regime. And he was a doctor and a scientist. And he had this obsession with doing experiments to twins, also pregnant women as well. But he did some crazy ass shit. And this is what I mean about how Pisces can become totally immersed in whatever they're doing, whether they're on the light side or the dark side. they can become totally immersed in whatever they are doing, whatever they're interested in. And next thing you know, everything is permissible at this point because they're in that whole world. And there's nothing to really block them from going deeper and deeper into that dark abyss that I talk about that Pisces represents. So let me pull his chart real quick. But yeah, this was an evil, evil dude. And a lot of people die under his care. Should we even say care? Now, I know I used to have this guy's chart. Maybe I think he's under infamous. Crime and infamy. Yup. Because he's that bad of a character. Now, I think they also called him Dr. Death, which makes sense because he has Jupiter and Scorpio conjoined to the South Node in Scorpio. So let me pull up his chart real quick. Somebody like that could very well get off on scenes of death, seeing a lot of death, but it can also cause them to be very interested in the study of death as well, but also the study of genetics. So they call him the angel of death. Okay. So he was very much into the study of death, but also the study of genetics. So let me just read about some of the more egregious crimes that he committed against humanity. And didn't he get away with it too, pretty much? Wasn't he one of the ones that was able to escape to Brazil? Because you had a lot of Nazis that were brought over to the United States. Some of them escaped to Brazil to escape capture and imprisonment. All right, let's see. Yep, they called him the angel of death. So let me just click on. And again, he's a perfect example of how monstrous dark-sided Pisces can become, because they can become totally immersed in that dark world, that dark abyss that they find themselves in, and they get lost in it. And like I said, from that point on, everything becomes permissible. So he was a 16, which can make him very much into medicine and science. So it says he was a German SS officer and physician during World War II. He is mainly remembered for his actions at the Auschwitz concentration camp, where he performed deadly experiments on prisoners as a member of the team of doctors who selected victims to be killed in the gas chambers, and as one of the doctors who administered the gas, that poison gas that was killing a lot of the Jews. That's very Pisces. With Red Army troops sweeping through German-occupied Poland, Mengele was transferred 280 kilometers from Auschwitz to Gross-Rosen concentration camp on January 17, 1945, 10 days before the arrival of the Soviet forces at Auschwitz. I just want to get to some of the things he did. Early life, Auschwitz. It says in 1942, Auschwitz II, originally intended to house slave laborers, began to be used instead as a combined labor camp and extermination camp, which is very much Jupiter conjoined to that South Node in Scorpio. Him being involved in such a project, and those planets being entwined with Neptune and Cancer, that's the extermination camp and concentration camps. Prisoners were transported there by rail from all over Nazi-controlled Europe, arriving in daily convoys. By July 1942, SS doctors were conducting selections where incoming Jews were segregated, and those considered able to work were admitted into the camp, while those deemed unfit for labor were immediately killed in the gas chambers. The arrivals that were selected to die, about 3/4 of the total, included almost all children, women with small children, pregnant women, all the elderly, and all of those who appeared in a brief and superficial inspection by an SS doctor to be not completely fit and healthy. Now I want to get down to his experiments dealing with the twins and stuff. I don't know if they're going to get that extensive on Wikipedia. Mengele's work also involved carrying out selections, a task that he chose to perform even when he was not assigned to do so, in hope of finding subjects for his experiments. There it is with his experiments. As you can see, his Pluto is in Gemini, and like I said, he did a lot of experiments on twins. So it says, the hope of finding subjects for his experiments with a particular interest in locating sets of twins. In contrast to the most of the other SS doctors who view selections as one of the most stressful and unpleasant duties, he undertook the task with a flamboyant air, often smiling or whistling, because he was in that crazy Pisces delusional world. He was fully immersed in it, so he found joy in it. He was one of the SS doctors responsible for supervising the administration of Zyklon B, the cyanide-based pesticide that was used for the mass killings in the Birkenau gas chambers. He served in this capacity at the gas chambers located in crematoria 4 and 5. When an outbreak of Noma, a gangrenous bacterial disease of the mouth and face, struck Romani camp in 1943, Mengele initiated a study to determine the cause of the disease and develop a treatment. He enlisted the assistance of prisoner Berthold Epstein, a Jewish pediatrician, and the professor at Prague. The patients were isolated in separate barracks, and several afflicted children were killed so that their preserved heads and organs could be sent to the SS Medical Academy in Graz. All right. They're not really. Oh, here it is with the human experimentation. Mengele used Auschwitz as an opportunity to continue his anthropological studies and research into hereditary using inmates for human experimentation. His medical procedures showed no consideration for victims' health, safety, or physical and emotional suffering. Also, that Pluto and Gemini squaring the Sun and Mercury and Pisces, that Pluto and Gemini is taking away the empathy that is produced by Pisces. So you know how Pisces is an empathic and an empathetic sign? Well, that square from Pluto and Gemini is taking away the empathy and the empathetic nature of Pisces. So he didn't have any of that. It was all about studies. It was all about these tests. It was all about doing experiments with twins. So it says he was particularly interested in identical twins, people with heterochromia iridum, eyes of two different colors. He was also interested in dwarfs and people with physical abnormalities. A grant was provided by the Deutsche, whatever that is, at the request of von Wescherer, who received regular reports and shipments of specimens from Mengele. The grant was used to build a pathology laboratory attached to Crematorium 2 at Auschwitz. Okay. So basically, he was experimenting with twins to prove the supremacy of the Nazis or the Aryan race. Okay. In his 1986 book, Lifton describes Mengele as sadistic, lacking empathy, and extremely anti-Semitic, believing the Jews should be eliminated as an inferior and dangerous race. If you notice, he was a Cancer rising with Neptune and Cancer in the first house. So the race theme was very big for him. And he was basically, again, very immersed in the whole racial supremacy, Aryan supremacy type of mindset. Rolf Mengele later claimed that his father had shown no remorse for his wartime activities. A former Auschwitz inmate doctor said of Mengele, he was capable of being so kind to the children, to have them become fond of him, to bring them sugar, to think of small details in their daily lives, and to do things we would genuinely admire. And then next to that, the crematoria smoke. And these children, tomorrow or in a half hour, he's going to send them there. Well, you know who else is a Pisces that could do that? And that's the chameleon side of Pisces. That's the mutability of Pisces. where they could come across as very sweet, very nice, and then next thing you know, you see the monster behind the mask. So John Wayne Gacy was like that too. Another Pisces serial killer. Remember John Wayne Gacy? He would get dressed up as a clown and he would do these kids' birthday parties, but really he was grooming these kids, or he was looking for his next victim to kill, to rape, to kill, all that type of stuff. So that's why Pisces is basically one of the darkest of the dark in terms of dark-sidedness, because Pisces can be that chameleon. They can fool people. They can do the whole smoke and mirrors thing and make it seem like they're this great person when they're really, like Queen Dara said, evil incarnate. Now with that, I think I'm going to be on my way. I'm trying to, did I miss anybody with the super chats? Because I'm starting to swell up because it is getting late and I need to get up because I've been sitting in the same position for a while. And I did want to mention this Chiron transit that I'm going through because, oh, Chanel, thank you so much. I'm glad I saw that. Thank you so much for your super chat. And I think it was somebody else too. Let me look real quick. I think it was somebody else that had a question. What I'll do is I'll just check the super chat list before I sign off. It's getting hot in here too. Keep on scrolling up. I don't see anymore, but I'll just pull up that super chat list. Okay. So where are we at, Chanel? So you said, hello, I'm a Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moon, Virgo Rising, Capricorn South Node, and Mercury, Saturn, and Gemini. How can I improve my finances? I'm struggling. Well, you got that whole opposition. Now, I don't know if they're directly opposed to each other, your sun and your moon, but that can produce a struggle with finances. It can make you where you might have to depend on others for your survival at times, or you might be a little bit too dependent upon using credit cards or whatever, or your bills could be getting out of control with that opposition going on in your chart. Good thing is you're a Virgo rising, which means you have what it takes to be prudent. You have what it takes to budget. And then you got Mercury and Saturn and Gemini, which means that you can be very financially savvy if you really put your mind to it. You could be the type that really, you find out all the ways to save money, clip coupons and all that type of stuff. And then you got the Capricorn South Node, which can produce problems with employment, but it also means that you can be very disciplined. So I will say you have what it takes, but let me see what the cards say about what you could do to improve your finances. And I always say, don't be too proud to receive support from people, especially if you have a plan, especially if you don't plan on staying dependent upon that person. But if you need to use them as a stepping stone or just a source of support, so be it. So I got the 10 of Cups, and this right here makes me think of your Cancer North Node. So it really could be where you do need to depend more on family, or there could be somebody in your life that can ease your way. You might be able to live with somebody or have somebody come live with you to share the cost of living or cost of expenses. But sharing, merging with others, that's that 10 of Cups. That's what you need to try to do, because guess what? No man is an island, and never be too proud to accept help. Just don't stay in that position where you always need help. But yeah, if you gotta share the cost of living with somebody, if you gotta cut your losses and go move in with somebody, move in with family or whatever, just to get on your feet, just to save some money, especially in this day and age, I'm like, do it. But do it with the notion that, yeah, you're not going to be in this situation forever. You're going to rise up out of it at some point. But basically, you do need to lean on others a little bit. You do need to basically swallow your pride in some areas, I'll say. Okay, we got Trinae. Let me see. And then I got PayPal. I don't know if this is a donation from Tasha. Oh, you said watching the playback and wanted to send some love. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tasha. All right, and then let me see. Mahogany, you sent me an email, but I think that's for class. And then let me see. Trinae. So Trinae, thank you for your Cash App. You said JM spying on my social media. Is JM spying on my social media? Is JM spying on my social media? I got the 8 of Cups, and that makes me say yes. So it does look like he is basically snooping around, looking to see what you posted and stuff like that. So yes, Trinae. I'm saying yes, he is, or I don't know if it's a he or she, but JM is spying on your social media. And then let me just check and see before I get out of here. Let me check and see if I got all the super chats. Yeah, because I got to get up and walk around. I notice I can't just be in the same position all night. So, I think I got to everybody. Metaphysics King. Got that. I got that. Answered that. Kawhi. Yep. All right. So thank you everybody for joining this live stream. Thank you everybody for your super chats. Thank you just for all the love and support. Thanks again, Latasha, for that donation via PayPal. And I think I'm out. Stay tuned for the next live stream. I will be doing a special live stream for Mars and Aquarius. So those that have Mars and Aquarius, this is going to be for you. So stay tuned with that. Oh, I'm about to pour me a cherry Coke. I don't have root beer right now. Last time I went to the store, they were all out. They just don't be stocking enough of the Barks root beer. Hopefully next time I go to the store, they'll have some, but I got to settle for cherry Coke tonight. And then I'm probably going to eat some honey roasted cashews and then work on a natal chart that I'm working on. But so good night, everybody. Consider signing up for my Patreon. Here's the Patreon right here. We are having another watch party on Sunday night. So if you want to join us, consider signing up for the Patreon. And I just want to thank all my patrons. I want to thank all my Diggable Planets. Thanks for your love and your loyalty. And I'm out. Good night, y'all.